gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. COSTA guy. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang.
We MMA-HOLES, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. Toe holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm grinning ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode, watch them bang.
Welcome to Gummy Gang. How's everyone doing? It's been a minute since we've Gummy Ganged. Hit the like button. We're on the second channel. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have myself a weapon. Well, officially. I've been borrowing stuff. And now I have my own piece. Went through the entire ordeal, and I am officially a G to the unowner. And I'm going to talk about my journey as a first-time owner of a self-defense mechanism. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I mean, the G word is not very on YouTube. You're not really supposed to. I know I have it in the title. I know I have it in the thumbnail, but it's a thing. And yeah, it's funny. Well, first off, let me ask you guys in the chat and gals, guys or gals, what do you guys think about guns? And do you guys own? And if you do, what do you own? If you don't, why don't you? You know, give me all your stories in the chat, because this could be the topic of conversation as we enjoy a delicious edible. Okay? Hopefully everyone's Sundays are going well. Mine's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I see Jamie says everyone should have the G to the uns. I'll give you a little backstory about how I feel about weapons and guns and self-defense and all that stuff. I'll give you guys my thoughts, old and new, because I have evolved. Gunny Gang. You know what's funny? I was gonna change the channel's name to that just as a goof, but I didn't. Imagine Jamie and Chris dancing to the Daddy Dana song while the wiggle the Glocks in the air. Who's to say we didn't do that? You know, you don't have to imagine. I approve, but not own. I just don't have the money though. Yeah. So yeah. They're expensive. So let me give you a little backstory. Let me give you a little backstory to the old gun ownership, before the gun ownership, the whole deal. So when I was in New York, I never really thought very highly of guns. I was just like, it's stupid. You know, what do we need guns for? Do we have small dicks? Like, what's going on here? Why do we all got to be waving our guns around and, you know, don't take my guns? Like, I used to goof around about that. I used to go play poker a lot with my buds, go to my friends' houses, and all my friends are cops, and I have a lot of family that are cops, and it came in handy because anytime I would get in trouble, I would have a glove box full of PBA cards, and I would be like, here you go, pick one, you know, to get out of problems. But so I have a love relationship with police officers and military people. And I have a hate relationship, too, with police officers as well, because I've had trouble. But thankfully, I know a lot. Well, I knew a lot in New York. I know a lot in New York. And it's helped me tremendously while I was in New York. But every time we would go to a card game, the house would be filled with smoke. Everyone was just puffing away. including myself. I was a smoker then too. And, we would play cards and get drunk. And as I looked around the table, it was like the Wild West. Like everyone had their piece on the table. I was like, guys, like honestly, were you afraid of me? Like, why do we, someone going to break into the house and we're going to have an old fashioned shootout? You're not going to like my hand. You're going to knock the chips over and say, aha. Hey, thank you, Art. Thank you. Thank you for the two.
Hey, Moss. Hope you and your fam are good.
We're good. We're good. So far, everything's great. So far, everything's very good. Yeah. I didn't put a Christmas tree on this one. I should have. I forgot a tree over here. Hold on. Let me put a little tree over here. Let me put the tree up in this room. Thank you so much, Art Dave. Appreciate you, man. That was very kind of you. Everyone's well. I hope everything's well with you and your family and friends at home. Hopefully, everyone is safe. Here we go. Let's put the tree up. Okay, I'll put it up right there. Yeah, so like I always used to goof around about it. I never understood it. And in New York, honestly, like it's not the same as it is in AZ. AZ, everyone, Arizona, everyone has a gun. Everyone. I mean, you go to the grocery store, chances are in the pocketbook of the woman buying the tomatoes in front of you, there's a piece in her bag. It's everywhere. But in New York, not really. Like people have weapons and stuff like that, knives and whatever. And, there's guns, but it's not, I never really came across that. I've been into a lot of situations where if I did those situations here in Arizona, I probably would have had a gun pulled on me. But luckily, knock on wood, I've never had that happen to me. So I just never felt the need for it. Once I moved over to Arizona and saw, my eyes opened up a little bit more. I was like, wow, everyone's carrying and I got kids. And I want to defend my home. Like, I think everyone should have something at home. I do believe in that. I really do. Before, not as much, but somewhat. Now, 100%, I believe everyone should have something at home to protect their family, especially if you have kids and you have a loved one. If you're by yourself and you're like, if I go, fine. That's on you. But if you have a family, you should probably have something to protect yourself. But it's weird, as I get to know my brother-in-law a little more. He's in the Marines, and, I think about all my friends that do have weapons, and I'm like, man, I kind of understand it. I used to make fun of people. I used to have, like, contractors come over, do work, and all they were talking about was guns and how they were obsessed with all their new toys. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I also thought the same about pickup trucks when I was in New York. When you are in a situation where you don't really need that contraption, you don't think much about it. But then when you're in a place where you kind of could use those things, like pickup trucks and weapons and all that stuff, you're like, well, it's kind of cool. So I get it. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to like see one side of a situation and then see the other side of the situation and evolve as a person. Maybe people like weapons, have a bad situation, and then go the other direction. But I think it's good. I think it is good for us to evolve as humans, and here I am, like a caterpillar that just blossomed into a butterfly, a gun butterfly, because when I latch onto something, I get addicted, hence tattoos and all other things. Like I'm an addictive personality, and I maybe would have had a fear of starting my interest in guns because I knew if I did, I would get addicted. So what happened? Welcome to freedom. Let's go, baby. I love it. So what happens? My brother-in-law comes in. Let's say brother, because we're very close, and Jesse's brother's a fucking phenomenal guy. He's two brothers, actually three brothers, great people. Two of them, one is out of the military now, and one is still existing there. And he's the one that was in town, and he introduced us to his lovely girlfriend. They were on our Thanksgiving stream. If you want to check him out over there, and he's like, let's go to the range. I'm like, yeah, I'd like to do that. I would like to go to the range. I have a weapon and I probably should know how to use it. Right. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I want to buy my own, so we go to the range. Now, I don't know anything about guns. All I know is, an Ava dropped us off one and we were able to use that to defend ourselves in case anything crazy happened. But I didn't really know much about what the fuck we had. I didn't know what was really out there. I know there's big, scary guns that could shoot up schools. I know there's bazookas and bombs and whatever the hell. There's pistols, there's shotguns. I understand that, but I don't know the intricacies of guns. So my brother has a 45, and I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, a pistol. This is a pistol. I could shoot this thing, no problem. And I actually put it on our Instagram story, and I put it on X if you want to see me trying to shoot a gun. I didn't realize what a 45 was. I didn't know. I didn't know that was kind of a beefier pistol. I don't know the fucking difference. So I'm trying to shoot this thing like a man, and it's kicking back on me. I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on? Am I a big puss? Like, why can't... Like, it didn't go back much, and I was hitting the target. Shockingly. I didn't have proper form. I didn't have this and that. I don't know what... I was headshot. My brother-in-law is like, what? He's like, how you... You're hitting the fucking head. Like, it was crazy, right? So I have a very good accuracy, and I blame that on duck hunt. It's not Fortnite. It's not Call of Duty because I can't shoot anything at that. But for some reason, I guess if you put an actual gun in my hand, I could shoot straight. I have no idea. No clue. Because if you put me on Fortnite, I'm like a stormtrooper. I can't hit the target. But you put me at a range, I don't know what the hell it is. And I was nervous as all hell. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You got to keep your fingers straight. Can't have them on the little trigger. That's a no-no. You got to step behind the line. You got to stop when they tell you to stop shooting. I don't know any of these rules. I'm learning on the fly. But I'm firing this meaty 45. And when I put the video on social media, people are like, oh, hell yeah, that's a 45. That's cool. And I'm like, why is everyone so hyped up about this gun? So I start looking up pistols, and I seeing like what is good and what's not, and or what's strong, what's powerful, what's for a granny and a mother or whatever. And there's all different types of pistols. All different types. All shapes and sizes, all that shoot different sizes bullets, 9mm and 45s and 380s, whatever. I'm like, what is all this? So I went down the rabbit hole, and I said, all right, I got to get myself a pistol. I found one. I moved around, looked into all different places, and I'm like, okay, this is the one we're going to get. Now I have a super chat goal. If you want me to bring it on air, hit that super chat goal. But anyway, I'm like, okay, this is the one I want to get. And I find a place. It's in the hills up north, AZ. I'm like, it's 20 minutes away. No big deal. Let's drive over there. And my Santa Cruz, my lesbian mobile, with my man bun going. Let's drive over. So I was going to take the kids, and then it was nap time for Logan. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to go on my own. Listen to this, guys. This is my adventure for my first weapon. And this is fitting, considering all the years I was anti-gun, and I was like, this is for little dicks, all that stuff. This is my first experience with buying a gun. So I hop in the car. I'm going north. Get off the 17. Going down these side streets that turn into like dirt roads up into the mountains. My GPS is going out. It just was going good enough. Like, it was dead. It was out. But for some reason, the navigation was still stored in my CarPlay, and I was able to get to the location. And it's like, I know. Listen, maybe I was. I don't know. It's crazy. It really is crazy. If you're jumping in late, it's weird that my mindset when I was in New York as opposed to when I was here, when I am here. But anyway, full circle. So I find the place, and it looks like the hills have eyes. Like, I am in the mountains, in the middle of the desert. There's no life, and there's a long-ass driveway, gravelly. Good thing I had my Santa Cruz the first time I got to go off-road with this thing. I had to go off-road to get to the gun store. But I'm going for it. I should have went horseback to it. I don't know what a cowboy had some chaps. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going down this path. And I can't even call Jesse. And I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? Why? For freedom, right? Is that why I'm doing this? I'm like, the fucking wheels shaking all over the place. And the truck's going. I finally get to a house. And it looks like a place like where it has the seat in the front, and I could just picture two old people sitting there with a fucking shotgun over the shoulder, spitting into tobacco into a fucking tomato, tin can or whatever. And there's a sign that says beware, and it says like weapons, wear arms or some shit. Like, I'm like, it's like warning, don't fucking come in here. And I'm like, why am I'm going to die. I have nothing on me right now. I'm by myself. I'm in my Hyundai Santa Cruz. I'm going to die. This is it. It's over. I can't call anyone. Jesse's like, when you get there, let me know. I can't let anyone know. I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I look at my text messages, and this guy that I've been going back and forth with, he's like, yeah, it's right behind the trailer. It's the first door behind the trailer. I'm like, what the fuck? I see the trailer. It's like a broken down silver trailer. It looked like a scene out of Red Dead, 100%. I felt like I went into a time machine. There was a house. There was this trailer that was like broken down. Then there was this secret door behind the trailer. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're here. There's no turning back. We're going in. They don't have gun shows in Arizona. So it's funny you say that because this will segue into a gun show type situation. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So I'm walking around the trailer. It's like silent. And all you could hear is my steps into the gravel. My sneakers hitting the gravel. I'm looking back at the Santa Cruz like, this is probably the last time I'm going to see you. And the door just creaks open without even, like, they knew I was there. And it was like a 20-year-old kid. Thank you, Tom. 27 months, thank you. Moss bought a gun on the black market called ATF. No, it was legit. Don't worry. Hold that thought.
Wonderful.
We got Sonosi coming in with the $2. Thank you, Sonosi.
You'll laugh, but my weapon collection started via my love of zombie apocalypse movies.
Okay.
45 ACP single action army revolver and Colt Detective Special. SAP gloves, collection of knives and Ruger carbine rifle.
There you go.
Lucky to have in NY.
I tell you, man, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. Thank you, Sonosi, for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. That was very kind of you. And thank you, Tom, once again for being a gummy ganger. So the door creeps open. There's a young man standing there. I'm like, all right, this is the guy that's going to kill me. It's over. It's it. And he's like talking to me and his eyes are closed and shit. He's one of those kids. I don't know it's probably autism. I don't know what it is. But like a lot of people do that these days. They're like talking to you and their fucking eyes are closed. I'm like, what? Dude, I'm here. Like, he's like, yeah. Hey, hi, you spoke to my dad? Yeah. Like it was a Stevie Wonder? Like, what are we talking? Anyway. I'm like, at least if he pulls a gun, his eyes could be closed. He'd probably miss. Or maybe he's like some sort of phenom. I don't know. He's like, yeah, come on in. I'm like, fuck. All right, we're going in. I walk into the place, and there's guns everywhere. Like, it's like, I'm looking around, and it's just fucking all over the place. They're like half on the wall, half on the tables, all over the place. And I'm like, holy shit, look at this. What the fuck's going on here? And I'm talking like serious guns. Like we're talking, it looks like Call of Duty on steroids. Like, it's just everywhere. There's guns all over the place. I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, here we are. We're here. And he's like, hey, I'm sorry it's a mess. But he's like, we're getting ready for a big gun show. Apparently there's a show in Arizona in December. There's like a massive show. And I guess all these, I don't know, suppliers, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call these people that sell guns, go to these conventions, network, rub elbows, and sell their stuff or whatever. So he's like, yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So he pulls out the gun that I'm going to get. I'm looking at it. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I just like, yeah, that's a gun. He's like, yeah, it does this and that, and it specializes in this, and, you know, it's good for people like that. And I'm like, all right. Yeah, looks good. That's the one. That's what we're gonna do. let's get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't feel comfortable right now. But the kid was very nice. And then his dad comes in. Dad's got to be about almost 7 feet tall. He walks in like ducking under the doorway to get in. He's got his Marine shirt on. I'm like, oh, here we go with this guy. Gives me a nice firm handshake. I went in hard with the hand too and made sure he was not going to get the dead fish. Because if he's going to take me out, I want to go out with a firm handshake, right? So we do the handshake. And he winds up being this giant teddy bear, like the fucking nicest guy in the world. And he's explaining the gun and he's, you know, answering all the questions. Now we fast forward. I go on the computer. I, you know, jump through the hoops because you can't just say, hey, I want a gun. Here you go. It's not like you're buying a cell phone, right? It's a whole thing. You got to be approved to buy a gun, which made me feel a lot better because I was like, I don't know where these fucking guns are coming from. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. But it turned out the guy was legit. Absolutely legit. Then his other son comes in. It's a family-owned business. And I got to be honest with you. I don't know if anyone's in AZ, anyone in Arizona hit me up or close to Arizona. I may actually work with these guys because I was telling them about the main channel and this and that. And they were like very, very interested. And if there's any gun owners or people that want like discounts and shit like that, let me know. Slide into the DMs. Let me know in the chat. And maybe we'll work together on something. But they were fucking awesome. They can get you whatever the hell you want. But legit, like not like Fugazi. Like they they just can get their hands on stuff and whatever. A gun sponsorship, maybe Sonosi, maybe. We'll see. But the son came in very knowledgeable. He was all tatted up, and all these guys were very well versed in guns. Like, they knew exactly what they were. They knew everything. I mean, they had these things dissected in the back. They're working on shit, building shit. They're putting attachments on. Like, I don't know any of this shit that's going on, but I'm like, they look pretty legit. So anyway, it's a family-owned business, and I went through all the hoops, and I didn't die. I'm walking out with my gun and my ammunition. And then as I'm walking over to my Santa Cruz, my beautiful bluestone Santa Cruz, I'm like, these guys, they must think I'm the biggest pussy in the world, right? And the guy walks up next to me. He's like, yo, that's a nice fucking color. And I'm looking at him like, as like there's an F-150 parked behind me and like real like hick trucks in the background. They fucking liked my lesbian mobile. It was great. Now, I don't know. Maybe they were just being nice. They want a reoccurring customer. I don't know what it was. But when I left the place, no GPS. I had to like follow the sunset. Like, I was trying to fucking find my way home. It took me 20 minutes just to get back into the GPS because I was just in the middle of the desert. I had no idea where the fuck I was going. But they were super nice. I got my first weapon that I own. We've had weapons in here, but this is the first one I own, and now I'm hooked. It's a pistol. Maybe I'll say what it is. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll even show it. Possible. Maybe I'll show it on air tonight. Let me know ones in the chat if you want to see it. But yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird now having a piece. I understand. I got to go through the safety requirements and stuff like that. I'm going to go to the range a lot more now. And I thank my brother-in-law for bringing me to the fucking range and getting me going on this, because I know it's going to happen, man. I know it's going to fucking happen. I'm going to be hooked. I'm already hooked. I'm watching a gazillion videos, and we're going to watch some videos on here tonight. I want to get to know what you guys think about weapons, and do you like them? Do you not like them? What do you own? All that fun stuff. Moss wants 20 super chats to help pay for this. Yo, dude, the ammo is like stupid expensive. It's crazy. It is crazy. And the type of gun that I have, I didn't realize until after I bought it that it's a little higher, the price for ammo on this thing, which kind of bums me out a little bit. But when I went to the range and bought the ammo for my brother-in-law's 45, it was like it's almost $70. I was like, what the fuck? $70. I mean, at least the gun range is only $10 for an hour, so that's not terrible. So I'll say this. I did not get the 45. No. I look at it like this. I'll say this. The gun that I got, I would look at as a starter gun, or a gun that's good to carry, to have out in the street, a conceal weapon. But it's a sweet gun, man. It's really sweet. Like, it's really cool. And Jesse could use it well too. I think it's going to wind up becoming Jesse's. I know what I want. I know what I want next. 22 have cheap ammo. Just get one of those. I was thinking, but I did not get a 22. No. I know you guys are going to keep on asking questions, and then you're going to find out. I mean, you could pretty much figure it out. Is it a 9mm? I don't want to say. He got a gun to match his Santa Cruz. I was thinking about the same thing. I was like, this gun goes perfect with my Santa Cruz. That's what I was thinking. But the more I did research on this thing, it is a smart weapon to get as your first weapon. And it's very effective. I tell you what, man, I can't wait to take this thing to the range. We'll go very soon to take this one. I look at it like this. If I can shoot the 45, I'll have no problems with this one. Just say unless it's a 22 pistol, then keep it to yourself. No, it's not a 22. No, it's not. But I'm starting to learn like what does, and I'm starting to get it. Like, people throwing numbers at me before. I'm like, I don't quite understand this. I don't understand. But I want to get something now. I know exactly which direction I want to go in, and I would like to collect. I really would. It's just a matter of creating the space and where I can put like safes together, and keeping these things nice and locked up tight, because I have kids. As soon as I brought this thing home, my kid's like, I want to play with it. I'm like, no, you got water guns. We're going to give you those. So they're playing with those water guns. Should have started with a rifle. So my brother-in-law wanted, he had this shotgun in my hands, and I was very close to getting it, which I'm going to get a shotgun for sure. That's next. But, once it was in my hands, I was like, oh, it's only $150 this thing. I was like, what the fuck? Tell us the caliber was a big deal. It's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger. You know? It's a cliffhanger. Maybe if you stick around, I'll spill the beans. Okay, hold on a second here. So I want some advice in the chat. To those that do own guns, what would your advice be to someone that is getting started on something like this? The first thing I noticed was, especially shooting the damn thing, the first thing I noticed is, you know, you got, was it the trigger? You got to keep that finger pointed forward. Like when you're a kid, you know, when I was at the range, you know, I had to keep reminding myself, finger pointed forward. Yeah, gun safe. Yes. You send your kids to classes and shit. I was shooting since I've been little and never did anything stupid. If it loses mystic, your kids are less likely to fuck around. Yes. So yeah, I was speaking to the guy about that. He says around like around 4, you got to start really having those serious conversations. He gave me some good advice. This guy, he was telling me, you don't want your kids to be deathly afraid of it, but you also don't want your kids to think, oh, that's a toy, right? So you have to find this medium. Don't fucking touch this. But not terrify him. So it's weird. It's like you got to find that middle point, and then eventually, I saw this channel with this girl, this young kid that was shooting guns. I was like, what the fuck, dude? This girl had to be like 12, and she was firing away. So I mean, I guess you could start him pretty young. Do you have the right eye and ear protection? I do have eye and ear protection. Yes, I put condoms on my ears. Actually, I did the old inside the eardrum, you know, the ear canal thing, and that was fucking horrible. So I got myself some cheap over the ear stuff. I was thinking about just using my my podcast headphones. I was like, I got noise canceling ones. Maybe I'll just bring those and just cut the wire off. I never did anything stupid as a kid over, but I probably have unloaded if it's accessible to the. Oh yeah, like I mean, you know, you don't want kids around it. You don't. You definitely don't want kids around that shit. It does scare me. That does scare me more than anything. Like you don't want your kids anywhere near that until they're of an age where you can properly teach them, right? And I would like to know exactly how to properly handle a weapon as well. So I'm going to really fucking train myself and Jess, and then we'll worry about the kids. But right now, yeah, they're not even near it. And all the crazy school shooting shit, like, you know, that's a thing. My dad got me a .22 rifle for my 5th birthday. Not really age appropriate for your 5th birthday. Yeah, some people are just born into it, right? Like I wasn't. I was thinking about this before I went live. Everything I did in my life was late. Like it's weird. Everything I started late in life. I don't know why that is. I don't know why. Every single thing I could think of. I did some things young, stupid, but like everything, like big steps in my life was late. Australia was disarmed. Yeah, what's going on? What's the laws in Australia? So you can't own a weapon. And let me know if you're in America. Let me know the U.S. Like what your state laws are. I'm curious. Hidden and safe. Never want a scenario if in the 1 in a million thing of a kid grabbing it. Yeah, for sure. Oh man, I'm still waiting to get circumcised. Yeah, I'm gonna do it with my gun. I'll cut my foreskin off. I'm gonna shoot it off. Don't ever tell your kids where the guns are. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Wants a compound bow. I moved out before I got my driver's license. I feel you. You moved out before you got your driver's license. Wow. No chill. How old were you when you moved out? Wow. Damn, you were like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Well, good for you, man. That's awesome.
Wonderful.
Who allowed you to have a gun?
I don't know, man. Dude, I have no idea. I 15 years ago, like if I would have told myself, if I would have jumped in a time machine and I would have saw myself at a shooting range and then go into the fucking gun shop and being all into this, I'd be like, who the fuck is that guy? Who is that guy? What the fuck? Dude, it's crazy, man. But like I said, and thank you, Chubbs. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm very happy that I went through this metamorphosis because I literally got to see both sides of the fence, you know? And most of the stuff in my life, kids have changed, you know, my mindset a lot as well. But I'm very happy that I was able to do that. I switched back and forth with politics. My thoughts on weapons and stuff like that changed dramatically. A lot of things changed. And I think that's good, man. It's like an evolution, you know. You can see, you can understand, even if there's someone that I come across with that doesn't, you know, like weapons, I can still relate because I've been there, you know. And there is still a part of me that, you know, has this, am I making the right decision? But I think I am. You know, I really do think I am. I think everyone should own a weapon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I don't agree at all. When your kids are old enough, you should teach them about gun safety. You shouldn't just hide them. You should lock them up, but you should definitely teach them what they can do.
I agree, but what age do you think, Chubbs? Like what age would you get your kids started on something like that? I look at my 3-year-old and it's too young. It's wait. Like sometimes I'm like, wow, you're really smart. And then like she'll say something, I'm like, oh fuck, I can't, she's not. She's way too young, right? Like what age would you get them started? I know a lot of people like right out the fucking womb, you know. I'm sure they're throwing like in Michigan they put skates on fucking, you know, little kids right off the bat to get them to start playing hockey, you know. But like what would be the age? What do you think? I was taught at 9, Sissanosi. Okay, that seems reasonable. I look at my nephews and I could see them starting to get into it. Played loads of Black Ops with the kids so they can't. I tell you what, yo, I don't think that helps in any way because I can actually shoot a real gun straight. I cannot fucking shoot straight on Fortnite or Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel it's way different. Like, if you have a piece in your hand and you're fucking shooting at something, it's a lot different. And I think easier in real life, to be honest. Thank God, right? If I was great at Call of Duty and terrible at shooting a gun, that wouldn't be good, right? Get him started at 6. Only with you. Got it. Yeah. What about that video of that instructor with that kid? And then like the video cuts out. It was a viral video of some instructor, like a legit guy. Well, they say it was a legit guy. And then the video cuts out and apparently the kids killed him. Like that's terrifying, man. That is terrifying to think about.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Chubbs.
I remember being like little, I mean like 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking, like double digits. You know? My neighbors are awesome. I have neighbors. They go camping. They're shooting guns young. They're like skinning squirrels and eating them. They're really going for it, you know, with the survival stuff. And they're young, man. They got those kids like starting super young. And but dad has been around guns his whole life. You know, this guy is like, and he's a good dude too. So, you know, he's more equipped. I think by the time my kids start turning, you know, they start going double digits, I'll be well-versed in helping them. Right now, I'm not the guy. Even my, you know, their uncles, you know, I would still wait until they get a little bit older. So 10 seems about right. Good to know if yo, I tell you, Sonosi, AZ is fucking phenomenal. It is so fucking cool here. Like coming from, well, you're upstate, right? So it's more rural, but I mean, it's just like, it's a whole different world. There's so many opportunities to live like so minimalistically and appreciate things like way more. Like in New York, you're so fucking spoiled. I mean, with the subways and the fucking cabs all over the place and, you know, every store is open 24/7 and everything's at your fingertips in New York. It's a bunch of spoiled assholes. And I'm sure it's the same in California as well, you know. But you come to a place maybe like Texas or Arizona, and it's just like, dude, I don't know. You start talking to the people, and you're like, damn, it's a real cool way to grow up.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I remember in high school, like every 12-year-old had like a 6-point buck already on their wall.
Dude, that's so fucking awesome. Isn't that funny, though? Like, it's so funny. It's just normal. Like, kids growing up in it, it's just normal. and they know exactly what to do. You know, that's so funny, man. That was not what me. Like my experience with guns was, like I said, when my friends started going military or going to the NYPD or Port Authority cops or whatever. That's when I started getting introduced into guns. It wasn't even a thing. When I was a kid, we played with toy guns and all that stuff, but it wasn't really a thing. I was pretty in the closet with all that stuff. Thank you, Chubbs. I need to move to AZ. I would be in the desert every weekend. I love the desert more than anything. Dude, it's so fucking awesome. Yo, I have this. So Ellie's got this friend. I literally have my own show on Strickland, buddy, now. This dude had like 26 surgeries. His face looks like it was put back together. He's been through so much shit. He fights everybody. He's getting road rage. He doesn't care if he dies. Even though he has a beautiful family, he doesn't give a fuck. The guy's nuts. And he's that fucking old school guy, right? And it's funny him talking to me because, listen, I mean, I've been through a lot of shit, but big goofball. So like when I'm talking to him, and I'm like talking about like we're comparing notes when I got into trouble when I was a kid and whatever. Like this guy got into way more trouble than me. And then I'm like, man, you're a bigger man than me. And he's like, yeah, check out my hobbies. I'm like, oh, what do you do? Like, what do you do? He's got a great job. But then he starts showing me his hobbies. And this dude has he has every weapon you can think of. And most of them you're not allowed to bring to the range. So he goes to the desert and he shoots. And he's just like Sean Strickland. Like he just wants the biggest, baddest gun he can get his hand on. And he likes doing that. So I invited him to the range, but the times didn't really work out. So he's like, he says, you want to go to the desert with me? And I'm like, I'm like fucking terrified. But it's the holidays. I think right after the holidays, I'm going to nut up and go with them. And I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be shooting over there or if I'm going to survive that either. But it just seems like that's his thing over here in AZ. Like, everyone's got all the goods. All my neighbors are fucking strapped. They got everything. Even people you wouldn't expect have crazy weapons. It's wild, man. Send a great YouTube channel for self-defense guns on Discord. All right. I'll check it out now. Yeah, I'm going to watch some vids. I'm going to hang out. Listen, I know guns aren't for everybody. I totally understand that. And if that's not your thing, this may not be the stream for you. But if you're interested about this or, curious about what someone's experience is just getting into this, then this is your stream for you. Moss with guns in the future.
Dad, please don't do this. You can't make him marry me.
I just want to talk to him.
Why do
I'd be lying if this wasn't one of the reasons why. I already had this conversation.
you have a shotgun?
I just want to talk to him.
Dad, this is ridiculous.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Wait,
I just want to.
Dude, it's bad, man. It's fucking bad because now I'm so preparing myself for when the kids get older. Like, I'm really preparing myself for this moment.
It is not his fault.
I just want to shoot him. I
Accident.
just want to talk to
You
him.
can't shoot him.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
You got my Meg pregnant.
What? Oh my God. Meg, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think you wanted to see me.
But this changes everything. I want to be there for you, Meg. I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
This show is so great. I don't care what anyone says. I haven't watched it recently, but it's so good, man. Anytime I watch a clip, I love this fucking show.
Now see, that's an even more beautiful sight than 72 virgins waiting in heaven for a suicide bomber.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, the YouTube videos. Thank you, Sonosi. It's such a good show. Like, I like South Park, but Family Guy is like, it is the best. They get away with everything. Shotgun Wedding, rest is lame. Just the beginning. I just want to talk to him. Dude, how funny, right? Sorry, I'm baked. On the YouTube tab. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that in a sec. But let's have a little bit of an edible. Okay? We're just hanging out. We're on Gummy Gang. South Park is better, but both goated. You think, listen, I like South Park. But my problem with South Park is the repetitiveness of the voices. Like, they got some really funny jokes that they sling in there, and they really go into the politically incorrectness and the racism and stuff like that. But the high-pitched, similar voices over and over and over again gets so repetitive that it kind of loses me. Whereas Family Guy, you know, it's so relatable, it's ridiculous. Never got into South Park at all. Their movie's hilarious. What was the movie with Saddam Hussein? Very funny. It's still funny. It's still very good. But like I could watch a couple and be like, okay, but I can't like binge like I could do Family Guy. Smokey Feeble. Yo, Smokey, are you the one that got the tattoo? Let's take a second and talk about Smokey Feeble for a second. Okay? Did I say second multiple times? That dude got an MMA-HOLES tattoo on his fucking thigh. MMA-HOLES tattoo on his thigh. That is a goated move. That is a fucking goated move. Great. I mean, if you want to level up in the MMA-HOLES community, that is the way to do it. I was like, dude, it made me so happy. I was like, I don't know. This guy made a terrible mistake. But but it's the greatest mistake you ever made, man. I appreciate that. That really is cool, man. That really is. That's probably one of the coolest things we've ever seen from someone in this community. I've been waiting for that. What the fuck? Lonely, late, drunk, savage. All right. I worked my ass off to get where I am, and you take the shortcuts, and you think suddenly you're... Oh, my God, dude. There's a special place in hell for you, bro. You gonna come on for a sec? Or no? The problem with the Family Guy is there is hardly memorable storylines to an episode because each episode is so overloaded with random skit. Yeah. It's very, you know what? That's probably why I like it. Like there's no, you could skip like 4 or 5, you could skip a whole season and watch it. And it's just, it's a bit like, it's just, you know, it's so random. I think my ADD is perfect for that show. Whereas South Park has a more cohesive storyline, I guess. Hey, Jess.
Hi.
So I didn't tell him what gun we got. Maybe if we hit that super check goal. Maybe. I don't know. You don't think we should?
I don't think it's anyone's business.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. I would like to get your opinions on that because I did do a lot of research on the specific type that we got. But what do you think now? Now that we officially we've had weapons in here, but the fact that we actually own one, right? It's in our name. We got a gun. What do you think? Do you feel like your clam is bigger? Do you have a bigger meteor clam now?
Maybe no, because I grew up around guns, so it didn't. To me, it's like second nature.
Okay. Do you feel like that I have a meteor cock now or no? Like I'm more of a man? Do you feel I'm more of a man with a piece? I may even carry this thing around, Jess. I may have this little thing in my. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about going to the grocery store. I want to buy eggs with this thing in my fucking belt. I want to buy eggs. I want to buy eggs with a gun. You know, I always wanted to do that.
You have to get to the buying eggs part first.
Yeah, I don't buy eggs, but if I did, I'm too busy ordering the eggs.
You don't even do that.
Huh?
You don't even do that.
What are you talking about? There was a life before you. What are you talking about? You acted like I didn't buy eggs.
I can't remember the last time I saw you ever go to the grocery store to buy eggs.
Because before you, I bought eggs. I fucking bought eggs every day. There was a life before you, Jess.
That life did not contain guns.
Anyway, I just want to go to the store and buy eggs. Is that too much to ask? How many people? One's in the chat if you go to the store to buy eggs with a gun. And also, they said at the gun shop, they said that keep it concealed. Don't have that thing popping out because you're like a moving target. And that makes sense, too. So all the people out there.
You shouldn't be flaunting that you have it because you'll be the first person they hit. Exactly.
That's what they said, right? But there are a lot of people in Arizona that just walk around with their fucking handle hanging out, you know? Just like, look at me, I got a gun. Like it's like, dude, what the fuck you do? You might as well just paint a bullseye on your back, right?
Yeah, people are going to take out the person that's the biggest threat first.
Yeah, that's what the guy at the shop said. That's what he said. And you wouldn't have went into this experience to buy this gun, right? With the story that I told you on how I got the piece and the dirt road and...
I would have suggested that you find a more normal shop.
It's so funny. If she was in the car with me, it would have been the biggest blowout because it
Oh,
really
yeah,
was a scary scenario.
I would have fucking ripped your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, I'm a fucking weirdo, man. I don't know why I put myself in these crazy situations.
But because you're self-destructive, and I think there's a part of you that does want to die.
No, it's not that. I am fearless, though. I do have this weird fearless. I don't know what it is.
There's a difference between being fearless and being completely ignorant.
Well, listen, stupidity and fearless pretty much go hand in hand. You
I
got to be
don't
very
think
dumb.
so.
You got to be very dumb to be fearless. You do. You have to be
Well,
very.
I think you surpassed that.
I don't know. I feel like I have 9 lives, you know,
Well,
in situations. I don't know. I just
got
feel
a
like
reality check for you.
I could always like either outsmart my way out of a situation because I've always done that, you know.
Moss,
I'm very good at it. Well,
Like,
I got.
it's-
Hey, guess what? We got the gun, and I got out of the situation in one piece.
your
And I made a
city
connection.
smart does not survive the desert smart here.
Don't worry, I got you, Jess. You stick with me, kid.
Oh, yes.
We'll go to big places.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Don't carry the gun, Moss. You're already talking too much about getting a gun.
Yeah.
You're gonna be too paranoid.
agree.
You think?
Me and my buddy were
Yeah.
camping in the bush and he almost killed a fucking cow cause it made a fucking noise.
No, I'm not gonna be fucking yanking on this thing all the time. I would never do that. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I got to get more comfortable with this thing though first before I go to buy eggs with it. I might. Should I name it? What do you want to name it? Should we name it like Lucille, like how Negan named his bat? What should we name the gun? What do you want to name it?
Chris,
Let's come up with a name.
I don't know.
You don't know? You're not into this conversation at all, huh?
I don't know. I just think that like you should find a different topic maybe.
No, but look at the look at the thumbnail. All right, what do you want to talk about? Fucking children's
You
shows?
could talk about how they were threatening to take away the Second Amendment,
What, taking away guns?
taking away your right to bear arms.
Am I going to turn into that though? Am I going to turn into? Am I going to turn into that? You know that guy? You can't take my weapons. Try to take it. Hey, Smokey.
Proud as fuck to be a part of this community, so the tat was the least I could do, mate. The
Hell yeah.
wonderful, wonderful part is getting added to it today.
Oh my
Call
God.
me clinking beer mugs.
Dude, send a picture when you got it. That's fucking... Dude, he's going to, like, put his whole leg with MMA-HOLES shit. Dude, that's sick. That is fucking sick. What a set. Let's get WWs for Smokey in the chat. Smokey in the chat. I want you to get a tattoo of me holding a piece. With chaps, wearing nothing else. Man, that's cool. That's fucking cool. Thank you. See, look, 1 out of 20. We get 19 more of those, Jesse. The fucking gun comes out. I bring it on air. Oh, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy, man.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How you doing, Chubbs?
There's no reason to fear death because it is coming. You shouldn't spend your whole life fearing the inevitable.
You know what? You're right. It's true. Listen, I'm not going to try to put myself in situation over situation after situation.
Yeah, except you did.
No, I come into situations where I'm like, this is dicey, and I try to use instinct, right?
But your instinct was telling you that you were gonna die.
I knew it was a very, I knew it
And
could
you
have.
still ignored it.
I knew it could have been a very dangerous situation, but you got to open your mind for a second. But my instinct was correct, right? And I went in there. I was able to get a weapon legally, and it was actually a very pleasant experience. And I made a connection with a family that I do think in the future we could actually work together. So my instinct, once again, was correct. So yes, I was a little, I like to put myself in very uncomfortable situations. That's, I don't know, it's a weird thing. I always, throughout my whole life, I've always put myself in very, very uncomfortable situations, and I like to always come up on top. And in this situation, I feel like I did that. I got a great deal on the gun. I sucked all their dicks to get out of there because honestly, they wouldn't let me go unless I sucked their dicks.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Chubbs?
If it was up to most men, we would die in glorious battle defending our women and children, not old and decrepit in a nursing home.
Right? That's right. That's right. I feel like such more... You know what? The question was this. Am I a man now? And the answer, Jesse, is yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm officially like... Well, it took me 40 plus years to get here, but here I am. A real man. A manly man.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
I appreciate people who say they own a gun armory because they love guns and shooting them. People with the whole protecting my family story are deranged. It's dishonest. When it comes to guns, I'm there with you, Moss. We need guns in the right hands.
Yes, I agree. But I do also think that my main reason for getting is protecting my family. I do. Like, that's the number one reason. But then again, I have, have an interesting job. So, we got to take extra precautions. But listen, some people, when they talk about weapons, right, they get to the point of where it's like, okay, these people, there's something not right here. You love guns way too much. But then it could be like that with anything. Like, we have obsessions as people. Like, we latch on to one thing. Maybe it's chocolate. Maybe it's, I don't know, trading cards. Maybe it's whatever. Maybe it's tattoos. I don't know. Sometimes people with addictive personalities, just latch on to one thing, and then that's their thing. With guns, there's this bizarre, I think it's the adrenaline rush from shooting an actual weapon, knowing that what you have in your hand can do serious damage to somebody, right? I think it's that adrenaline rush that when you first start doing that, you're like, oh, I need more of this. I need, the adrenaline's kind of wearing off. I need a bigger one, It turns into something like that. I could actually see what's going on with that. So, like, when I get tattoos, it hurts, but I love the pain. Like, I don't know, it's odd. Like, I actually love going through that pain. It's therapeutic. So I think there's something like that with guns too. Like, there's some sort of adrenaline thing. What do you think with your family? I mean, they were all military and stuff like that, but before that, was your pop shooting weapons out in the backyard?
Yeah, even before they were in the military, it was they were just all gun people.
Yeah.
I grew up around gun people.
I always thought people had weapons because they were terrified, they were scared, and that's why they owned guns.
I don't think that's it.
But now I'm starting. Listen, I'm more educated now. I still think it is the case.
I think they're smart. I
think a lot of people are living in fear. I do think that, but in these days,
I think
probably not a bad idea.
Of paranoia is not bad for you.
Think so?
100%. If you don't have paranoia, and you think that you are just invincible from everyone and everything, and that's how people get hurt.
I think the best way to counterbalance being invincible is living with someone that's paranoid.
I'm extremely paranoid.
Yeah, I think that helps. Because if I didn't meet Jess, I probably wouldn't have a weapon. I probably wouldn't. So that's the thing. Like, as I get older, I start listening to other people, and I start appreciating other people's opinions a little bit more. Even if I've always my whole life disagreed with it, I'm trying to be as open as possible to trying to, I don't know, just be awake, guys. Try to be awake, Jesse. Now, no one's going to take my guns. No one's going to take my firearms. No one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Chubbs.
I mean, there's a reason people wanted to go to Valhalla for like 10,000 years.
That's true. Yeah, the way those Vikings were thinking back in the day, the Vikings didn't fear shit. Because they're like, hey, the party's great on the other side. Like, if you're a God-fearing person, that's the thing too. Like, you're very paranoid, but you're God-fearing. So why are you paranoid then?
Because I'm God-fearing.
You're paranoid because you're God-fearing. This is interesting. So I would think it should be the opposite, because a lot of God-fearing people say, hey, listen, no matter what happens, like, I don't want to give any names, but people smoke because they're like, well, when my time comes, it comes. Meanwhile, it's a horrifically devastating thing to do your body.
It's one thing to be God-fearing. It's another thing to just be completely self-destructive, regardless of what you believe in. That's completely different. You're telling me that being...
Well, if you're being paranoid, though, you're paranoid because if you do something in the wrong way, you could potentially harm yourself, right?
I know who you're talking about. And
yeah, I'm talking about you now, though.
But what you're just referencing is paranoia of things you can control and paranoia of things you can't. If someone's a heavy smoker, they can control that.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it doesn't bother them, because they're putting themselves in a situation that they're controlling. The paranoia comes in situations you cannot control.
Okay.
Like, most times when other people or situations are involved. That's where the paranoia comes in. It's not like
Does it bother you though that you have a lot of paranoia? Do you ever think, oh fuck, man, here we go again with
No,
this shit?
you know what bothers me the most
Yeah.
is when you tell me I'm paranoid.
No,
I don't already know it.
I know, but what I'm saying is you do know, right? So when a situation arises and you're like, man, I think I might be overthinking this or whatever. Like, say the smoke settles.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I would rather be paranoid and cautious than not paranoid at all and just walk right into like a fucking.
Do you get an adrenaline
landmine,
rush? Like if you're at peak paranoia, right? And if there's a situation where you're like, we can't fucking do this. Do you get like a certain adrenaline rush?
I get
from
like
that?
this pit in my gut of turn back now.
Yeah. What do you think that stems from?
Probably childhood.
Yeah.
Probably being raised by 2 paranoid parents and being raised by military paranoid parents
Yeah.
probably didn't help.
It's funny. So the guy at the gun store was telling me, because the people I'm getting the advice from are in the Marines, right? And they're saying clean your gun like once a month, this and that. They're very big on cleaning the guns. And I talked to this guy in the shop. He's like, bro, you barely have to clean this thing, right? And he's like, let me guess, they're in the Marines. And he's like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, I was a Marine as well. But he's like, I'm so far out of the Marines and I'm so invested into this gun situation that I've learned that it's actually better if you don't clean the gun as much. I'm like, what? I'm like, all this stuff is brainwashed into me. So I guess when you're serving in the military, I think they program you in a way where you have to be paranoid because any wrong move you make, right, can mean your lives and other people's lives, right?
Yeah, there's a level of responsibility that has to be had.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's so interesting. Anyway.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Do I see Van Ship Man in the chat? What the fuck?
Jim Jeffries has the best bit about the protecting my family bunch. I have a close buddy who owns 4 walk-in safes, military-grade drones.
Oh my God.
For protection. I always butt heads with him and tell him he just loves shooting shit. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people probably cover it up. Hey, I just want to protect my family. Meanwhile, they just want some really cool shit, right? Yeah, I think if you go into that extreme, it's like, okay. So I understand what you're saying, Kainoda. You're saying the people that have that level, like the whole fucking, every weapon you could think of.
I
like,
would do it.
Huh?
I would do it.
But is that really to protect your family? Like, it gets to a point where.
It's a sense of security.
I think it's more of a hobby then. Like when you're getting every weapon.
No.
So you're going to grab every single weapon at the same
If I could own
time?
an armory, I would do it 100%.
What, for protection?
Yeah, for a sense of self-security, yeah.
So how would you use all those weapons?
I don't know, but at least I have them.
Yeah, I think if you say it's a hobby, when you have that many. Now, if you own like 2 weapons, I don't think it's really a hobby.
But you also have to remember, like, and take me for example, like, you know me very well.
Yeah.
And without like going into my personal traits to the chat, but like I am the type of person who feels like enough is never enough, right? So if I feel like
that's OCD then.
If I feel like, hey, I've got 1 gun, but I just don't think 1 is enough to protect me, I'm gonna go get another. And then I get 2 and I feel satisfied for like a day. And then the next day I'm like, I just feel like this could happen. So then I go get another.
Yeah, it's OCD.
And then I get 3 and I feel satisfied for a week. But then I'm like, I'm not satisfied anymore. I don't feel safe still. I'm going to go get another. So some people don't do it as a hobby. They genuinely do it because they just don't feel that satisfaction yet.
I think a lot of guys, though. Do you think guys feel that way?
If one person can be wired that way, then millions can.
Yeah, maybe. I tell you, man, when I start collecting, which I most likely will, it wouldn't be for defense. It would get to the point where it's like, well, that's kind of cool to have.
No, I would do it just for the pure like satisfaction.
I'd like to shoot that.
Safety.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If you really bought your weapon for home defense, then when you go to the range next time, pick it up one-handed and shoot it at the target, because if someone kicks in your bedroom door, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah. The weapon we have, I would like to get more into it. Hey, thank you, Chubbs, man. Thank you very, very much.
That's actually really good advice.
I tell you, that's what I want to do at the range. The weapon we have, we can do with that. The 45 would be tricky.
Use it as if you would use it in your home.
Yeah.
Chances are you're not going to be standing in the perfect position in your home to use it.
Well, I'm going to try to do it sideways, Jesse. I've seen some of these gun channels, these lunatics are doing it like that. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, that sounds ridiculous. Like, the sideways shot? Like, what is this? Gin and juice or some shit? Like, what? It is an expensive hobby, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
So JBM is cautious, paranoid, and a gatherer. Sounds like you're describing traditional femininity to me.
I mean, it's not really that offensive. It's actually true.
No, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, at least she could admit
I know
to
he
it.
was trying to crack a joke, but it actually is
Well,
true.
it's funny. It's funny how he said it, but no, it is the truth, right? It's not like.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie about it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the fucking truth.
Yeah, some people probably would find that offensive, but it's actually pretty funny. Hey, Kush.
You know that jam?
Thank you so much for the 5.
If you have a brain, be responsible with your strap.
Yeah.
MMA-HOLES.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to go to the range a lot. I'm going to drag this one too. And now I want to move to a place where we have a big backyard, you know, where we can kind of just shoot in the backyard. Can we get a place like that, Jess, down the road? You be down for that?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I see some of these YouTube channels now. I can't believe I'm watching gun YouTube channels. What the fuck
It's
is
so
wrong with
funny
me?
when you
wrong with me?
started, when your obsession started. I had a moment where I was like looking at you and I overheard what you were listening to. It was like a gun thing, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm living with my brothers."
What the fuck?
Like I literally felt for a moment like I was back home living with my brothers and my parents because
That's
that's
weird,
all I
right?
ever heard about. Like, and
can't
then you
believe it.
started talking to me about the gun. You're like, "Well, this one has these specs and this one has these specs," and I was like, "Oh God, it's Hunter."
I know. I'm like one of
Like,
those knuckleheads.
I'm literally living with my family all over again.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I am so obsessive.
Yeah, that's how they are. And they'll talk to you about guns even if you don't want to hear about it. It's like, well, you should know this.
You know, it's funny. Waffles in the chat says, did Sean Strickland convince you to get a gun? Kind of. And we have a friend now that's literally the Arizona Sean Strickland. This guy's fucking nuts. I think he's a Taekwondo dude, though. I think that's his background. But he's fucking... Dude, this guy's got every weapon you could think of. And he thinks and talks just like Sean Strickland. Like, it's stupid how very similar they are. So, in a sense, you can say that. You can say Sean Strickland has inspired me. Do you own one, JBM? Well, now she does, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Also get you a shotgun with birdshot so you don't hit other walls. You can one-hand it while the family hides behind you and it'll put anybody down without hitting the neighbors.
You know, I was thinking about that. So...
I kind of want buckshot to go through the wall. Go through them.
That's
and
what my
the
brother
wall.
was saying. And, yeah, like, you're better off with a weapon. Like, you got to make sure you know what the hell's behind the person, too, like, that you're going at, right? Someone comes into the house. You got to know who the hell's behind him because chances are that bullet's going to go through. But what if it goes through the fucking wall?
Well,
Imagine.
it may not necessarily go through.
I mean...
If you're shooting them with a 9mm, like, there's not always that chance it's going to go through.
Well...
You're more likely to get it through and through if you have shotguns, like a little bit more power or something that has a little bit more range. Or
Well,
depth.
you gotta watch some of these videos. I've been watching some of these videos. I'm like, holy shit! You guys see what they're going
have to hit
through?
like full flesh.
And
to
it's
get
the
it
bullet.
through
It's the
and
type
through.
of bullet too.
It's not that. Well, you should have hollow point bullets for one. And second, it's not that it can't go through. It's just it has to hit a certain like parts of the body in order to get through.
Justin, shotgun's next. Actually, I was gonna do that first, but Jesse vetoed it. But that's next. That's literally right around the corner. And they're only like there was one that was only $150, and I was like, fucking hell, man. Like compared to the prices of these guns, it was shocking how cheap that was. So I think that might be next. Yeah, it seems like the best weapon to have at home. Thank you, Ross. Thank you.
Center console lookbooks for the car 2
Yeah.
victory hand.
Thinking about that. I think I want to keep one. I want to keep it in the car. You know, my fear though is like you get pulled over by the cops. Like you got to put your hands on the wheel and say, "Yo, I got a piece in here, man." Like, like what do you do?
Yeah. So
Like,
that's one
terrifying.
thing that you have to always keep in mind. Like if you ever get pulled over and they say, "Do you have any weapons in the car?" and you say, "Yeah," and they go, you know. No reaching for your license.
Yeah, I know.
No reaching for your wallet.
Tell me what I gotta do, officer. There's something in
you
here.
have to be very, very careful. It helps that you're white, but you
Thank
still
God,
have to
right?
be very careful. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm saying in this state, it does help that you're
Just
white.
remain white, and you'll be fine, right?
But even still, like they will take you as a threat, regardless of whether you have any intent. So you
Imagine
have
them
to
pulling over Kainoto with a
just
gun.
keep
I
your
mean,
hands
that
where they
guy.
can see 'em.
So goodbye, Kainoto.
Oh my gosh.
See you later, buddy.
No, if you're just
Yeah.
if you're very transparent, and you just do everything they say exactly as they say it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I want to do something like that, like especially road trips. I think I've got to get something for the car. You know, I mean, you got the piece. You might as well keep it on you, just in case. Just in case, you know, the libs get out of control. You know, they start jumping in on top of your car, their blue hair and shit. Start biting your fucking fender off. You gotta pick them off. You never know. They're frothing at the lips. All the bald-haired, like, weirdo women that are not having sex. They're all pent up. They have all that sexual frustration going on with their blue wristbands. You got to fucking start picking them off. Yeah, I couldn't ride anywhere with Kainoto or the Hearns, right? We'd be in trouble. We can't. I have to leave the piece at home if I pick you guys up. I can't believe Jesse said that. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, I guess she's right.
Like, is it? I mean, I'm not.
I don't know.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So many people buy these fucking hand cannons and my first thought is always, what are you going to get? One shot off? I'm going to have my little piece. I'm going to get 13 down range. You better hit me with that one shot.
Yeah, yeah. So Chubbs, you prefer like a pistol? Is that what you're saying? Rattle off a fucking round? If you're accurate, they're going down. That's it. Is that you? Yeah, Chubbs is a military guy. What would you Chubbs, you go down the stairs in your underwear. Someone breaks into your house. What's in your hand besides your cock? Maybe your cock's in one hand, your gun's in the other. What's happening? Kainoto couldn't pass the field sobriety. They would be able to look at his pupils. Yeah. Hold the kratom. California's nuts. So I've been looking into the gun laws in California. Dude, the guns are like made differently. They got more safety features in California. It's fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Did you know that? There's like a gun. I don't know. And educate me in the chat if you guys are familiar with this or if anyone in California is aware. Like guns here as opposed to guns in the California, they're just, by the time you're undoing all the safety features, you're dead. Like it's nuts, man, what you got to have on your gun.
I didn't even know California allowed it.
I mean, so if you have a permit, you can carry, right? If you have to get this, you have to pass a course.
California's so fucked, man.
And have a permit. But I don't know, some states you can't, I guess. Like, what's the laws?
Every state is different.
California has been destroyed with libtards. I mean, it's wild. Yeah, you can have a gun in California. You just... the California compliant ARs are retarded looking. Yeah, so like they like warp the guns, so they're like you can have.
I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, it's strange. This is the channel, by the way. They dropped into the Discord. Active self protection. Y'all subscribe. 3.44 million. I've been trying to find like the funny channels, like educating but amusing too. Let's see what this guy's got going here. His last. Does he do lives? He does do lives. Oh, 3 years ago. COVID lives. So
It
that's
looks
probably
like
why.
H3.
Houston, Texas again. Houston, Texas again. Look at this guy. This guy's like Bill Nye, the gun guy. All right, we'll let it go. You gotta let those ads go, guys. You gotta let them get paid. Oh, Schoenhardt's been subbed to him. This guy, like this. Oh, this is a commercial. I was gonna say. Gun guys, they all have that same look to them too.
Big trend here that we're seeing of more and more perps using pepper spray offensively. We better be ready for it.
The gunshot sound. We used to know a guy named Kevin the Tack Daddy. You want to hear about Kevin?
Boy.
Should I tell the story or no?
Well, I think he's come back around, so be careful.
He hasn't come. How do you know?
I think I saw him. Was it a DM or was it in the chat? I can't remember.
What?
But like, yeah, he came back around. All
We didn't leave
supportive-
off very well.
All supportive and shit. So just, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, fuck him. Kevin the Tack Daddy, all right, was a guy from the MMA-HOLES community years ago. And we used to call him the Taco Daddy. Like, and I just misread his name and I called him the Taco Daddy. And it was like a thing. It was like we had a pretty cool relationship. We were trying to work out something like sponsorship-wise with the whole gun situation. I just couldn't figure out how it would work because I wasn't into guns at the time. So it just didn't work. But then he was like cool enough to invite us to Florida, and he was gonna like put us up and do some like gun safety course. You know, I guess he wanted. Yeah, it was like a cool thing. And now, like in hindsight, I would love to do that now. And then I don't know what happened. Like he just became a fucking prick. And then he was like afraid that his YouTube channel like was gonna get nailed because you can't talk about guns on YouTube apparently. Although there's a gazillion channels on YouTube that talk guns.
You can. I think it was the context of his.
Yeah, his content probably just sucked.
Yeah,
that's probably what it was. But he did have a couple of thousand subscribers though, right? Didn't he have like 20,000 subscribers?
Yeah,
or something? I don't know. And he was a nice guy. I don't know. He just went rogue and just became like a fucking prick. And he was very jealous of our success. Like every time we would get.
That's what it was. It was as soon as the channel started kind of like skyrocketing. He just kind of.
Yeah, he became more of a dick. I don't know.
Weird. Yeah, he got very weird and
strange,
defensive, and like kind of mean.
Yeah. So we kind of parted ways, and then he started doing stand-up comedy, and I just fucking roasted him because it was really bad. From what I saw, it was really, really fucking bad. So I would goof on him, saying, "Oh, hey, comedian," you know, like joking around. Maybe he's still doing comedy. Maybe he got better. But yeah, it's weird now. Now I'm like into this world. Like he'd be the perfect person to talk to. Like he was all into this stuff. The Tack Daddy. Let's see. Does he still have his channel? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up his channel. Thank you, Ross.
Search gun lawyer channels to great information.
Ooh, gun lawyer channels. That's probably a good thing. You know what state does what? The guy at the shop did tell me that I should get my permit, my carrier's permit. This way, Arizona, I'm good.
Well, yeah, it definitely helps.
But outside of AZ, or if I want to buy future weapons, he says I got to do half the process.
Well, because and there are some guns. It's not like you can just, you know, there's still rules. So yeah, it would help for you to.
Yeah, I'll probably
do that. Hard to get.
Where's Kevin the Tack Daddy? Let me show you this guy's channel if it still exists. Thank you so much, Ross, man. Hey, thank you guys for the donations. I appreciate it. You guys are fucking awesome. Where is he? He ran off Osada. Yeah, Osada's gone. But I saw Vanship, man, in the chat. It's good to see Vanship back. We haven't seen him in a couple years.
Weird too?
Yeah, I don't know. Van, if you're still in the chat, what happened? I don't even know what the fuck happened.
I think he also had a weird ass story left off.
Yeah, I don't remember. I honestly don't. I remember it was
like he
odd.
Rage quit or something.
I don't know. Who the hell knows? He's still. Oh, he's got stand up. Oh my God. Here you go. Ready? Okay. So. The Tack Daddy, this is a year ago. This was his channel, Kevin the Tack Daddy. Oh, he's got 11,000 subscribers. Okay. I remember when I passed him, he wasn't very happy about that. But here's his videos. Let's see, the last video was 1 year ago. Stand-up full version. So he just started doing stand-up. But he had a whole bunch of gun shit on here. Like he was really into this. But I guess the videos were just tanking. There he is. He kind of looks like that dude that died. The fucking, you know, the midget. Remember the midget that used to lip sync songs?
No.
What was that guy's name? He had the big hands and he died. He had that weird disease. Man, he kind of looks like him. What the fuck was that guy's name? Remember, guys, 50 Cent, like his video went viral because 50 Cent came in with them and they both lip synced their song together. That song. Anyway. Hey, thank you. Casey just gifted a membership. Who got it? Rico Calde. Shout out to KC Jones doing his tang in the chat. Shout out to the gifting of the KC.
KC, the member gifter. KC loves gifting the members. Members, please get on the knees and satisfy KC. Hit him with a.
Thank you. Thank you. You want to see a stand-up, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys want to laugh? His most popular video, 587,000. That was 11 years ago. He got views. I don't know what happened. So here's his stand-up trailer. Oh, this is 27 seconds. Let's hear it. It's probably his best stuff he's got.
This has been no fancy. I appreciate everybody's time tonight. Thank you so much.
Kevin Patrick, boys and girls.
Yeah! Are we gonna get jokes?
Where is he? Where is my guy Kevin? Is he here? He's ready to go. One more comment. He's been doing this for
Look
a
at
little
him.
while, but he's very good. He's working hard at it. Please.
It's stand-up dad. There's no stand-up. The fuck? A full version of stand-up dad. Hold on. Let's see if this whole set. That'd be great.
Life so far. A few challenges along the way. Life happens. And then your kids go off to college, and all the time you had dedicated to them is suddenly available. So why do I want to do stand-up comedy? Like many people, I have a to-do list.
All right. Dude, it's fucking an hour of this. Here we go.
And I would talk about how it's a Mexican fitness place that serves salsa when you go there. They have salsa night where you can learn to dance and do your fitness group. It's La Fitness instead of LA Fitness.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Leave the man alone.
I'm stopping. I'm gonna stop. He could be retarded.
Wonderful.
He could actually be retarded.
You got to get a gun that has a good spread. Let's be real. Most only got a gun for when Kevin from Chicago shows up unannounced.
Hey, I got it. Hey, guys. That's actually true. That's true. Thank you, Chrome. Chrome, you got a weapon? Actually, Chrome, isn't he former military, Chrome? Or am I mixing people up?
I think you're mixing people up.
Chrome, you got a piece? Okay, let's see.
Big trend here that we're seeing.
What's that?
I'm gonna head to bed.
Okay. We're going to talk a little more and then get out of here.
I love you.
I love you too.
Come
All right.
spoon me when you come to bed.
Okay. Spoon man.
All right, good night.
All right. Have SCHAUB vibes? Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. But you know what? He's doing something later in life. He's taking a swing at it. Probably going to fail miserably, but hey, at least he's trying. At least he could say he tried, right? What? I didn't wish for someone's else. I actually gave him a compliment. She said never wish for someone's failure. I actually gave him a compliment there. At least he took a swing at it, you know? Tack Daddy has Chris Benoit's song playing on his loop in his head. Dude's he's a strange dude, man. I don't understand what went. I don't know what went sour with that guy because we were like really cool. It was bizarre, but I don't know. I've learned throughout the years of doing the MMA holes that there are some people that try to befriend you or collaborate with you for all the wrong reasons. It's not for the right reasons. It was for, I guess, for reasons for himself. And yeah, I guess it got snipped out.
Of more and more perps using pepper spray offensively. We better be ready for it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could watch this guy, to be honest with you. I don't know. We gotta wait. What happened, Chrome? What happened to Chrome's dono?
Wonderful.
I got 2 nights. A left and a right hook. Go steal from Yo Mama Not Me.
Oh shit. So his weapons are attached to his body. Nice. That's hot. It's really hot. Thank you, Chrome. Thank you, Chrome, for that hot donation. All right, so I'm gonna put best let's see, best affordable self-defense. Okay, so I'm going to go down this rabbit hole. I'm actually curious. Like, what is the best self-defense weapon that's affordable, right? Here's best home defense pistols for beginners. Perfect. I should have watched this video. See, this is what I'm talking about.
You're not a child.
You're not a child. We'll let that play. Can we watch the Larry Lomax pepper spray vid? Larry Lomax pepper. What is he, just taking in the eyes? A chrome to your dome. Anyone ever been hit by brass knuckles?
Flimsy. And as
Oh, this is not a commercial. This is his video.
listen, you're not a kangaroo. You're a man.
What the fuck am I? Oh, it's a commercial, right? Oh, what the fuck? It's like, what is this? Is this the video? It's a sweater video? Oh, it's a hoodie video. Old school knuckles, a knuckle duster underneath the gloves. You should get a slight on your pistol. So what is a slight? Is that like a scope or something? I need like a red laser beam so I can just point and king. A hockey stick with a knife taped to it. The dude at the gun store had one of those long, what is it, like a rifle with the knife at the end of it? What are those called? Like the old school, it was like a Civil War rifle. I was looking at this thing, I was like, what the fuck? You have the stab, what is that called? Where they have the knife at the end of it? You can kill a shark and then shoot it when you're done. You could stab a bear in its eye and then blow its head off. A bayonet. I should get one of those. Bayonet. Yeah, I got to get one of those. It's like the longest commercial ever. Is this the video?
Isolation technology with fully adjustable top.
Yo, am I tripping right now? What the fuck's going on? What is this? This is like a long ass commercial. A 3-minute. What the fuck? It says 5 best home defense pistols for beginners, and then there's this commercial. You can't skip it or anything. It's 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Do any of these pop up on our? What the fuck? You could still attach them to an AR and an AK. What, one of those knives? Dude, this commercial's still going. Like, what the? This is the weirdest shit. I've never seen a commercial like this. It's like a non-stoppable commercial. If you really want to see this video, you gotta sit through almost 4 minutes of this shit. It's nuts. I don't want to refresh it now, Sanosi. We're almost there. Let him get his ad revenue. Anyway, got the sweater in the background. Is it bulletproof? Never seen that before, right? I don't want to refresh because then, like, I feel like I'm gonna sit through another 4-minute video. I'm terrified, right? This is where I'm like, I'm paranoid. I gotta take the edibles so I could be paranoid too. I still can't believe I walked in that guy's house to get the gun. I was nuts. Like, that was kind of crazy. Would you guys do that too? Like, those that heard the story in the beginning of the stream. Would you walk into something, like drive down some dirt ass road and in the middle of nowhere? Like, no phone reception? Behind the trailer door, would you go in? Like, there probably is something seriously wrong with me. I don't think it's something that's straight out of a horror movie. Oh, here we go. Skip it. All right, we sat through enough. Here we go. Look how badass these guys are. Shooting guns and a man. Dude, it's so retarded. Gun videos are so fucking dumb. They're so stupid. Like the bendy fucking riffs that they're playing on the guitar. Bend the riff. Shooting guns real fast. Here's my GoPro angle. Explosions. Yeah, lean into it.
Chris here, and today I want to go over a topic which I know we've touched on before, but I wanted to have it all in one easy to absorb video.
Oh, fuck, it's me. Oh, shit. Fucking hell, it's me.
Because I've had an enormous amount of questions and messages on this topic the past couple of weeks.
I should do the new MMA-HOLES videos. Like the new intro, it's just me shooting guns and bendy riffs. Right? What do you guys think? Like, have like UFC gloves on, 4-ounce gloves, holding a fucking pistol, shooting it like a man. Bing, 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 bing.
So I wanted to go over 5 home defense pistols for beginners. Now, these are going to be guns that...
I'm going to start a channel called Shooting Guns with 4-ounce Gloves. MMA... You just see me. Different promotion gloves on. You just don't know what gloves I'm going to wear that video.
Are going to be super reliable, able to use in multiple situations. They're going to be easy to shoot. They're going to have all the features you need right out of the box.
I want that in my backyard. I should be paying attention to this, but I want that. That'd be so cool. You just walk out in the backyard. That guy just blew $1,000 in bullets. Like, that's the only thing that sucks. If you do this, you need like a sponsor or something. You can't afford a lifestyle like this. Gummy Gang intro? Yeah, maybe a new Gummy Gang intro. Just shooting guns. If you really want to see a great defense weapon, watch the Larry Lomax pepper spray. Yeah, I can only imagine what that is. MMA Clown is a squealing mustard boar. What the fuck? MMA, was that MMA Clown show guy? Is that guy still alive? Man, that guy's funny. Last time I tuned into one of his things, I was like, yo, this guy's out of his mind. Is his name Chris too?
Situations. They're going to be easy to shoot. They're going to have all the features you need right out of the box, and they're going to be fairly affordable as well. I want something that appeals to the common person or the expert in any facet of your...
My gun was around $430 for my gun. And I'm like, damn, this shit is expensive. And that's like on the low end that you pay for these weapons. Like, it's nuts. It is crazy, man. And then the bullets, are through the roof.
Your firearms journey, these guns are going to work for you. Now, a couple of caveats.
It really costs a lot of money to kill people. Like, I mean, they're really making it tricky for us.
There is an enormous amount of firearms that could fit into this criteria, and I would recommend that if you don't like any of these 5, to go to your local gun store and just try a bunch and see what works for you.
Man, that's what my brother-in-law was saying. Like, you got to get it in your hand. Everyone's hands are different. Everyone's made like, you know, what shoots for you, good for you may not shoot good for someone else. So I got myself a water gun.
I would even recommend that if you're choosing one of these 5, because all of them will have different grip angles and feels when you're going to shoot the gun. So I also want to mention that all these guns
in the black market, they cost what, 800? 800 fold. What's that to American dollar? 800 fold. Did you turn it to the American dollar? It's at 800, which would be crazy, man. But that seems like you go to these gun stores, you're looking at like $800. Oh, 800 times. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm high. You know how much they cost in the black market here? 800. So 800 times. So you're saying basically they're beefing up the prices. What's the gun laws in Australia? You figure it's such a badass place with the coolest shit running around. 800 times you pay retail. Gotcha. 800 times is a lot. That's a lot of times, man. I don't know how accurate 800 is, but that's a lot. That's a lot of time. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Donating on a Sunday night. Let's go. Uncle Crow.
Jokes aside, I carry a SIG P365's Marco 9mm with a 17-round mag.
Nice.
I like SIGs better than most other brands because they don't stick or jam quiet as much as others.
Fucking hell. Damn, I kind of want to tell you what I got now. I kind of want to tell you what I got. I kind of want to show you the piece. We could talk about it. A SIG. Wow, that sounds like a pretty fucking cool gun. 9mm, 17-round mag. So you can get a lot of shots out of that thing. How much does one of those things cost? I kind of want to like stick with one brand, but I guess with guns you could be a floozy, right? You could buy any brand. It doesn't matter.
CBD.
The Hearns.
CBD,
What up, Hearns?
CBD, CBD, CBD.
Happy December, guys.
CBD, 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 CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after the fire training and make your life.
Let's go, Hearns. CBD in it.
Most, what gun did you get? 9mm pistol? I'll buy you a Desert Eagle if you like. It's $2,000 for your B-Day.
Oh my God,
You can
dude.
get gun grips with lasers. Most, it's not expensive.
Bro, I will take that. Thank you. No. I didn't say exact. I got a pistol. I didn't say exactly which one it is yet. I think I might bring it out tonight. You guys being fucking generous with the donations, man. You guys are being super, super generous. Thank you, Hearns, man. So what is that? So a Desert Eagle, 2000. What is it? I gotta be honest with you. It sounds like fucking cool. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Desert Eagle. Let's see. Is it really badass? Because then I would want it. Yes. A Desert Eagle. Well, I typed it in and an eagle popped up. Take it, right? 100% I would take that. Oh, here we go. Desert. Oh, it's a pistol. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, is that what that's what Deadpool shoots? That's what I want. It has a safety on it too. I notice a lot of these guns don't have safeties anymore. I want to get you guys' thoughts on safeties. I feel like if that's it, it's nice. Yeah. I got to show you guys my piece. Was it a hammer in the back? Got a nice hammer in the back. So what is that? Is that a Desert Eagle? Is that like a 45 or is it it's a 9mm? Right? Is that a 9mm? Is that what that is? I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. It just looks cool. I'll get there. One day I'm just going to be able to look at this thing and be like, that's that. So cool. Wrist brake. Is that thing fucking pop back crazy? Safety on the slide. Yeah, there you go. 50 caliber. Is that what it is? Is that what that is? Baby Eagle 9mm. The Desert Eagle is a 50mm. So does that have like like crazy power? Smooth shot? Oh shit. Let's go. badass, man. That's pretty badass. This gun will go right over to Jess. I'll take this one over here. Run around. Bop, 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 bop. You know? That's cool. Hearns, do you have a weapon? What's your piece? What are you walking around with?
Wonderful.
I'll buy you the weapon or send the money, whatever works best most.
Wow,
you
dude.
can't miss that baby.
Holy shit. That's wild. Hearns, you're the man. You're the fucking man. Hearns is a G. Yeah, if anyone wants to send us bullets. Sorry, Jess. If anyone wants to send us bullets or weapons, feel free, as long as they're legal. We have a PO box. We have a UPS box, excuse me, in our description. We'll take all sorts of weapons. Why not? I remember the day when I was Billy the Kid, K-Dog. K-Dog, I could tell K-Dog's got a lot of guns. That's a name with a lot of guns. Thank you, Hearns, man. Thank you for the donations. Appreciate it. Super Chat, that Desert Eagle. Yeah, let's go. No, Streamlabs that because Super Chat takes 30%. Fucking Super Chat. It's bastards. That's kind of cool, man. I tell you what, it's kind of cool, like, how many people are into weapons. You know, it's actually pretty neat. Like, a lot of our community seems like they're into it. Is there anyone in the chat that's not into weapons? I'm not going to fucking shame you. I'm just actually curious. Anyone in the chat like, fuck that. Like, I don't want any part of a gun or, you know, I don't want to be part of that shit. Let me know. I'm curious. Because I was like that. But it's kind of cool that so many people are into it.
Guns are awesome, and whatever order I put them in is just personal preference. These are my opinions, and they're educated, but they are my opinion. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to mention X, my Twitter, honest_@X. So if you really like the content over here, we can even post spicier content over there. So we're going to leave the link in.
Yeah, I got to go to the range with that, or the desert with that, with Ellie's friend's father, man. This guy, he had some really cool ass shit. I didn't know what I was looking at, but I'm like, this looks amazing.
Description below, and I would really appreciate it if all of you would just go over there and give me a follow. All right, let's get right into it.
Sean, you have a lot of weapons? What kind of guns you running around with? I'm more into medieval weapons, but I like guns. I don't care much though. Okay. Yeah, some people like I think Dana White collects swords and shit. It's kind of cool. If I had space in my home, I would have a weapon room, like just like a collector's weapon room. That'd be fucking awesome. But where would you put the collection of weapons? Like, I guess the gun shit, I'm going to just, like, hollow out. Actually, I got a place where I could put it. I can, if I throw away some stuff, I got a good place where I can, wow. I just thought of I got to talk to Jess about this. I could probably put some good weapons in there. Maybe make a vault. No guns, Masa. That's illegal. Only black. Oh, I got you. So guns all together in Australia. That's the thing, man. That's what, like, I kind of get it, man. I kind of understand why people were so protective over the guns. You know, it was weird because I was like, I don't know. I don't want to get into that conversation, but I get it now. Yeah, the collectible from the usable. Gotcha. You just need room. Like, I don't know. I don't have a room to display a bunch of cool shit, but I do have a room where I can store away, you know, the dangerous stuff. I do have that. I just got to make sure, right? I got to make sure the kids have no access to any keys or thumbprints or whatever. I think I'm going to do that thumbprint safe thing. That's kind of a cool idea. Only criminals have guns here and the law, and I'm an angel. Gotcha. Well, you know what? Even if you do have a gun, don't say it on YouTube. I don't want any of those crazy Aussie loonies finding you on here, taking your weapons. They're pretty cool though. Never give them up. Australian got fucked. That's crazy, man. That sucks, man. Yeah, I don't know what the laws are around the world, and even in the States, like, I don't know much of the difference in the laws. I know New York is not like here in AZ, but I'm learning. Anyone have any cool swords and shit? And crossbows? That'd be cool, man. You have a house big enough where you can have, like, just a room where people can come in and be like, holy shit, to Genghis Khan used to swing that around? I kind of want to. I like the old. Like I'm looking at these vintage guns and shit too. I kind of like it. The ones where you spin the barrel and you pluck in the bullets. They're pretty cool looking. Some Red Dead Redemption type gun. Was it a revolver? Is that what it's called? Play a little Russian roulette. That's what my dad said. He's like, oh, great. When we come over for the holidays, we could play Russian roulette now. He goes, not with this gun. Russian roulette, yeah. Yeah, Jamie, did you ever get that Liger down pat? I saw you drop pictures in there, but I didn't get to see what it was. Blue Light never owned a gun. No, but he was in the Army when he was younger. That's why I kind of want to, when he comes over here, I want to convince him to go to the range. It'd be hilarious watching my mom shoot a gun. You can order black powder revolvers online. Wow, shipping to your home. Is that true? How does that work? But wait, black powder revolvers? What's a black powder? Are those revolvers with no numbers on them or some shit? Open carry in Michigan, but I'm in Metro Detroit, and a bunch of these dumbass parents leave guns. Oh, man. And we have a bunch of children shooting themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand how you can have a weapon and kids and not, like, take every precaution you could take. Like, it's crazy that kids get their hands on on their parents' weapons. That's nuts. That's nuts to me to think about that. Pack your own bullets with black powder. What does that mean? With black powder, what does that mean? So I didn't even know Michigan is open carry. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Oh, black powder is old cowboy revolver. Gotcha. Huh. Yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do. I have no idea about any of this shit, but I will. I did it with photography and cameras, and next thing you know, I started a fucking photography business from nothing, from YouTube. I know it's going to happen here. Within a couple of years, I'm going to turn into this fucking gun lunatic. Maybe even start a fucking channel about it. I can totally see it. I'm in the right state for that. Good to get experience learning gun life so you're calm in case of an emergency. I agree. That's what I got to go to the range a lot. I got to get the cheapest bullets I could get so I can go to the range. Yeah, I really want to be so comfortable with the weapon that God forbid, listen, I say it's for self-defense, but at the end of the day, you know, the odds of someone breaking in and doing something are very slim. But yeah, if you do run into that scenario, you want to be super comfortable with whatever you have. That's why if it's a bat, take a bat. That's why I used to take a nice big fat bat. Fight my bullet fook face. My bullet fook face? Damn, man. All right, let's get back into this video. I'm so fucking high right now.
With number 5, and we are going to be talking about the Canik SFX Rival. But pretty much any of the TP9 series can be substituted for this. This is
affordable home defense pistols for beginners, right? Canik TP9 variants. Okay. So what's up with that that little scope that little swoop over? Like, what does that do? Is that supposed to like get the glare out or some shit?
Just one of my personal favorites. This is a lot of gun for the money. So this is a long slide 5-inch 9mm with a striker fired trigger.
It's a pretty cool looking gun.
There's no safety on this. There's no double single action or anything like that for anybody to get confused. Striker fired pistols are really easy for people to use right off the bat because it's just load the magazine, rack the slide, pull the trigger, and the gun works. Now, this gun obviously comes with a light rail. That is going to be a feature that is paramount in this video because you have to see what you're shooting at before you shoot. It is absolutely a must. This isn't Call of Duty. You don't want to ever accidentally shoot something you're not supposed to, so make
What is that? What is it called? What is it called?
Sure, you have ID on target, and that's easier to do with a weapon light because you can have both hands on the gun.
So light.
The light is attached to the weapon, so if you freak out and you drop your light, you still have one on the gun. Now, it doesn't substitute for a handheld light, but in a home defense situation, you either have a light switch or you're probably in an engagement, so it's good to have a weapon light. Now, the full 5 inches allows good velocity, good penetration, and good expansion for most of your hollow point rounds. So 9mm is going to get good ballistics out of this. We have really good sights out of the factory, but we also have an included optics mount that comes in it. That's awesome. And
yeah, that's the thing, optics mount.
As far as new shooters, honestly, a lot of people say learn iron sights first, and it's a little bit.
When you guys shoot, you got both eyes open? I did one eye open. I could shoot way like straight with a one eye closed situation. Do you guys do one eye or you do two eyes when you shoot? Like, you probably should have both eyes on it, but for some reason I see straighter with one eye, so I do that. What do you guys do when you shoot your weapons? I'm actually curious. Smith & Wesson, original point, and click interface. So I have a Smith & Wesson, yeah. I will say that. I do have a Smith & Wesson. Sleep with one eye open. One eye for iron sight, two for red dot. Oh, is that what it is? One eye for iron sight and two for red dot? And this guy's singing Metallica in the chat.
Bit of blasphemy to say otherwise, but I would recommend if you're a new
I'm trying to
shooter,
get some information out of you motherfuckers. This guy's fucking exit light. Singing Metallica.
and you just want to get good right away, that's the best way to go. If you're going to be afraid, you're going to be scared in a situation, you're going to be target focused anyway. If Michael Myers or Freddy comes in your house with a big freaking kitchen knife, you're going to be looking at him, not.
Practice two eye open to see threats around you. Yeah, I guess, right? Because, yeah, if you have one eye open, you're just focused on a target, but you don't see what's going on. But I tell you what, I could shoot damn straight with one eye. With two eyes, so if I have both eyes open, you're pretty safe. If I have one eye closed, well, you're going down. Headshot every time. You use two eyes for red dot. Use one for iron sight. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm fucked. Damn, I gotta break that habit. How the fuck I could do that? Although mine has like, it's got like two white things in the back and one in the front. I don't know. Gripping your pillow tight. Exit.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I just start singing Metallica songs.
Most instead of getting my song back, I'll definitely send funds for a 1911 45.
Wow.
ACPX series with the red dot or the Desert Eagle, almost similar in price. One go for $1,800, other one $2K. That way you can laugh at dudes with weak ass guns night most.
Bro, dude, that's insane. That's fucking insane. Roberto's the fucking man. Laugh at people with weak ass guns. Show it the range. I'll name it the Hearns. I'll name it the tortilla. Do not make me pull out the tortilla. You're going down. If I had to fire a gun, I close both eyes when shooting. You would just keep both eyes closed. Just get a shotgun, right? Just aim it in the direction, close your eyes. See where it takes you. Red dot is the optic the guy in the video was using. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Not the iron sights, and there's no way your brain's not going to. So you can superimpose the dot and make Freddy have a bad fucking day. It has a really good trigger on it, almost 1911 quality, as you can see right here. Very soft, nice and easy break, and then a very quick reset so you can get those fast follow-up shots. As far as beginners go, one of the things you guys are not going to be good at right off the bat is shooting handguns, because shooting handguns is very difficult. So a bigger handgun is going to be easier to shoot.
So they're saying like shooting handguns is very difficult. I didn't find it difficult at all. And that was the first time I ever shot a handgun. And I was shooting that shit straight. Like, that's crazy to me. So I guess the bigger the gun, the easier it is to keep steady. Maybe that's what it is. You can rest it against your shoulder and shit. I found the handgun very easy to shoot. Well, the 45, who knows? Maybe this one I won't be able to shoot. A rifle is always easier. Interesting. I just learned something new. That's pretty cool, man. That's probably why my brother-in-law's like, just get this fucking shotgun. Check Discord for ball and chain souvenirs. Ball and chain souvenirs. I'm so fucking high right now. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's like, I'm not really thinking appropriately. What the fuck is this? Dude, what is this? Some medieval shit? Oh my God. What the fuck is this? It's like steel nuts on a chain. And you just whip them at people. Look at that. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Some like God of War rings around his fingers. Oh my God, dude. Dude, that's crazy. Where do you get something like this? And what is that called again? He said, what did he call this shit? Check Discord for ball and chain souvenirs. Holy fuck, man. Imagine getting hit over the head with that thing. Remember when I could own guns? Pale, wait. So wait, you can't own a gun? What's going on? What state are you in? What's the law? Look at that thing. Showing Heart's balls.
It's going to be easier to get a hold of, and a gun with a lighter trigger, although it sounds counterintuitive maybe to a beginner, is going to be easier for you to shoot because you are not going to be used to the fun.
Oh, because you got a record? Is that what it is? Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, if you have a record, you could never own a gun? Is that what it is? How's that work? I got cleared right away. The guy's like, sometimes it takes 3 days. I'm like, what? But I went through. I was a good boy. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? You got a record. You can't, like a felon can't own a gun. Black powder stuff. Oh, so you can get, yeah, okay. You can get the vintage shit, but you can't. Wow. That's crazy, man. I mean, I guess I kind of understand it, but that's fucked. Right? Too bad you didn't have a time machine, right? And make different choices in the past, right? It's nuts, man.
Fundamentals yet?
Don't worry, pal. Just get one of these. You'll be fine. Imagine someone breaks into your house and you're just like going through the drawer and like, I need something. And this is like the first thing you find. Like, well, I can't. I got to use this. This is what I'm going to use. There's nothing I can get right now in time that's going to defend me. I need something. So I'm just going to grab these fucking balls. I'm going to go downstairs in my underwear and I'm going to fucking hit that cocksucker over the head. Oh my God. You got to do what you got to do, man. Wait, for about $3K I could, my rights back? Wait, you can actually buy your rights back? Is that true? Did I read that right? The Broad Arrow Cafe sells them. Ball and chains. Type Broad Arrow Cafe to understand the history of that site. Oh, okay. Damn. It's pretty cool, though. I would own one of those. You never know. You need something at close range. Yeah, you don't want to shoot them. You could just crack their head open with these two balls. Look at those things. They look like the balls that you put in the back of a pickup truck. Look like testicles. Okay, it depends on what you did. So if you did things that weren't too crazy, you can buy your way out of it. Okay. Interesting. I'm learning a lot tonight. I'm learning a lot.
And it's just going to be easier to get the job done with something with a pre-cock striker trigger like this Canic.
I can't believe I'm watching these videos now. Like I'm into this.
At least that's been my experience with training new shooters. Your opinions may vary, but I really like the Canic because it's really affordable. You can get these from $500 to around $700.
That's crazy. Yeah, the one I bought was like $429.
Completely tricked out with awesome triggers and awesome accessories, capable of a light and capable of accepting 16+1, 18+1, or even bigger, so capacity is not going to be an issue. 9mm is also a phenomenal cartridge for beginners because it's really affordable and you could buy a big case of it and go out and shoot it. A experienced shooter with a shitty gun is always going to be way more effective than a novice shooter with a great gun. It's all about your skills and it's less about the tool. And with
it's like a guitar.
cheap ammunition, you can shoot all day, and you can make this gun a part of you, which is important because if you're going to be stressed, the decision-making skills and stuff are going to take up most of your brain, and you're going to just have to have the skills, and hopefully your body does what it's trained to do, and hopefully you've trained it to do that. Now, if big hands, small hands, the gun has adjustable back straps. All you have to do is push this pin out, and you can change different ones. There's guns with mag wells, there's guns without, so you can get the feature set that you're looking for, and you can get the color you're looking for. This one's all blacked out, but they come in FDE silver and all kinds of cool stuff. So I definitely would recommend the Canik, and it's one of the first guns I recommend to new shooters. It's a big gun, so you're probably not going to want to carry it, but this is a home defense video, and in home defense, the bigger the pistol, the better. Here is going to be a little bit more expensive, but the polymer frame ones start at around 500 to 700, just like the Canik.
Okay, this guy's always boring the hell out of me. I'm bored. Home defense under $300. Is this the same fucking guy? I put it on, but he's so boring. I'm gonna look like that guy. That's right. That's right. That's the future. MMA Clown Show was calling everyone a pedophile earlier, and it was. Is he on now? Is he on? MMA Clown Show. Let me know if he's live now. What else we got here? 10 legal self-defense gadgets. This guy's in the algorithm though. Holy crap. This dude over here. Everywhere you look. Navy SEAL go to home defense weapons. 5 budget guns you should get right now. All right, you guys want to know what I got? You want to know what kind of weapon I got? We can go down that rabbit hole too, because I think it's pretty interesting. 7 weapons for self-defense when you can't use a gun. Interesting. When you can't use a gun. Let's see.
Feeling stuck on your journey to YouTube?
Yes. I'm stuck. Ease off, but it was 5 hours long. Oh my God, dude. Someone sent to me a message with Guru doing an impersonation of us today. Apparently he did a long ass stream, did an impersonation of the carnage. We are flattered. Sig Sauer.
It fires like a gun, looks like a gun, but this is no ordinary weapon.
Look at that.
EK Archery Vlad Tactical Crossbow.
Yeah.
First on our list, we have a supercharged and
Why do they all talk like this?
truly dangerous pistol crossbow with an extremely fast firing cycle designed by EK Archery. The Vlad takes much of its pedigree from the innovations that make EK's R9 and Adder such superlative carbine crossbows.
Superlative.
Namely, a design that allows the crossbow to be rapidly disassembled.
Imagine coming down your underwear in this thing, with this thing on you.
And reassembled into discrete components. In this way, Vlad can be reduced to the size of a small briefcase in a few seconds and transported completely unobtrusively.
That's right.
Packaged with a pair of 60-pound and 90-pound limbs, and when supplemented by the additional
It's named Vlad after a member in our community. This is the Vlad.
Purchase of a low-cost 30-pound limb set, the Vlad can be easily cocked by almost any user.
Cocked.
The frame of the gun is all metal, while the grips and magazine are made of durable polymer. There are 4 Picatinny rails on the gun, 2 of which are for the speed loader. With the stock folded, a flat-packed Vlad measures just 18 inches in length and weighs 4.1 pounds, taking up a modest amount of room in a small backpack.
It's pretty cool looking though, right? I think it's pretty neat.
Its limb sets and speed loaders.
Survival.
Borrowing from EK's powerful R-Series Adder carbine crossbow, the Vlad features an
Dude, this thing is awesome. I really like this.
8-shot top-fed magazine that reliably provides a bolt as fast as the operator can cycle the crossbow.
That's right.
Using the provided 8-shot charger clip, the Vlad's magazine can be reloaded in seconds, and a fully kitted Vlad can be carried with 2 of these speed loaders attached to the Picatinny rails on the front end of the crossbow.
How much are the crossbows, though? That's got to be expensive.
When operated with the 30-pound limb set, open sights, and a square of solid target foam, the Vlad is the ultimate back garden plinker with which to hone one's shooting skills.
Plinker.
However, when the Vlad is equipped with its red dot sight and a 60-pound, 90-pound limb set, it transforms into a formidable defense platform, propelling the 6.5 aluminum bolt at 165 or 200 feet per second, and delivering up to 19 joules of impact.
Look at that, yeah.
In lieu of a firearm, the Vlad is a short to medium-range weapon that can give the defender the advantage of distance and the ability to rapidly place a second or third shot on target. Pepperball PPC.
What'd you guys think of that? That'd be cool. That'd be cool to have.
With a lightweight design and consistent accuracy, the Pepperball PPC gives officers a non-lethal option that's perfect for daily patrol and tactical situations.
The fuck is that, a laser?
Effective at up to 150 feet, the PPC is versatile and portable.
I need that. What
Field tested in real-world scenarios by law enforcement agencies nationwide, the PPC incorporates the input and development notes from patrol officers seeking a better non-lethal solution. The PPC is a semi-automatic launcher featuring a micro-honed barrel with fully adjustable aluminum sights mounted to a
What the fuck is it shooting? What is it, shooting air?
continuous Picatinny rail. The mill standard 1913 top rail accepts red dot sights and other laser options, while the M-LOK AR-15 handguard allows users to customize to their daily needs. The fully adjustable air stock transfers the weight balance farther back between the hands.
Yo, what the fuck is this? What is it?
Which creates faster handling, sighting, and reduced fatigue. The PPC can be powered by either HPA or 88-gram disposable cartridges. A fully contained firing engine prevents contaminants and dirt from disrupting any deployment, allowing the non-lethal device to fire more than 2,000 projectiles.
So the balls with some smoke coming out of pepper balls? The fuck?
Projectiles before the unit's first routine maintenance is required. Umerix HDR.
What happens when you get a hit with that? Cocaine balls. Imagine just a burst of cocaine dust. Oh, yeah. McGregor's on drugs. McGregor. The fuck, dude, that was crazy, man. That was nuts. What happens when it hits you? I want to see what does it look like when that thing hits you.
68 revolver. Bigger and stronger,
yeah.
The Home Defense Revolver 68 uses the proven features of the HDR-50. The rotary magazine holds 5 rounds with a powerful 68 caliber. A light blow at the bottom suffices to pierce the propelling 12-gram CO2 capsule, and the optical and tactical pressure indicator will show that you're ready to fire.
Yeah.
Thus, the HDR-68 is ready to use at any time and has a full capsule when you need it. The textured frame surfaces give you a secure grip even in stress situations. And a trigger safety prevents accidental firing if you should ever drop the gun. The 170mm barrel provides the HDR-68 with additional precision reserves, not least due to the long sight line and the Picatinny rails for mounting accessories such as optics. As ammunition, the user can choose from the full range of P2P ammunition, including precision balls and 68 caliber. Taser 7 CQ.
Yeah.
The Taser 7 CQ is the Rolls-Royce of tasers.
That's right.
It has the same ability as other tasers to completely override.
I tell you what, I see these fucking tasers being shot at people. It doesn't really do much. I don't believe in the taser.
The neurological system of
You see, a lot of times they got to keep on re-sticking these people. They just keep going.
an attacker using electricity. However, Taser has redesigned the device to be more accurate, more reliable, and better suited for home defense. It also comes with 2 shots instead of 1. The Taser 7 CQ features a 12-foot reach, contact stun, and can deliver a 5-second cycle. It is, however, very expensive. But if you want the power of a taser and are willing to spend for high quality, then this model won't disappoint. BRK Ghost.
Yeah.
The BRK Ghost has a haunting name and paranormal power potential.
What the fuck?
Brockcock has long been a manufacturer I
His cock was as long as...
consider to be among the best, and has obviously benefited from the exchange of technology with its industry-defining sister company, Daystate. The Ghost is offered in 3 model configurations and is available in 177, 22, and 25 caliber, with a 30 caliber on the way.
Was it a BB gun?
This gun is very accurate in all calibers, with the adjustability to allow the shooter to optimize performance for a specific application or projectile. The power output is adjustable in more than 20 discrete steps, and the higher power models have an additional finger-adjustable dial to fine-tune the regulator pressure. The BRK's side lever action is a field-proven design, and it's ambidextrous.
What the fuck does it shoot?
My only consideration on this air rifle is the price.
What's an air rifle?
However, while it is on the expensive side, if you look at competitors in this category, it's quite reasonable. This is a compact hunting gun that's ergonomic, built to be rugged and reliable, and designed for hunting. But I think...
What's an air rifle? What does it do? Like, what is it? Can it kill you? What does it do? The fuck does it... It's deadly air? It sounds like New Jersey. Metal pellets? Oh, okay. It's a pellet gun. Okay. So can you kill someone with it? I guess the pellet can go through someone, right? I guess you can kill someone with a pellet gun. Lethal size pellets. Huh. Interesting. It's pretty cool. Lethal size pellets. Sounds like a name of a punk rock band. I bring you lethal size pellets. That could be like a heavy metal band.
I think this platform will be equally at home in a competitive environment as well. Excalibur Twin Strike TAC-2. In a world...
The Excalibur. This thing must be amazing.
Where most crossbow manufacturers are pushing the speed envelope, Excalibur offers something we haven't seen yet. And that is the ability to load and shoot 2 arrows without having to recock the bow.
Yeah.
This groundbreaking technology not only doubles your chances of hitting your target, but also ensures devastating stopping power, unmatched by...
I guess it's good for hunting, right?
...any other crossbow on the market.
You may as well just get a gun. You know? Just get a fucking gun and shoot the animal. I mean, you're basically shooting a gun already.
This enhancement...
Whatever happened to the old Alex Pereira kill shot, you know? But now it's just... Might as well just get a gun.
The weapon remains relatively lightweight. The TAC-2 version weighs just 7.5 pounds without accessories, and the arrow speed clocks in at 340 feet per second. The bow comes with a 30mm Overwatch scope that has an illuminated reticle that's graduated for yardages out to 100. The Twin Strike costs about $2,000, which sure isn't cheap, but it's still less than some of the competition.
It's so weird. Like, you just watch it. It's like a commercial for murdering animals. It's like, you can kill this animal. With this weapon, you can slaughter an animal. But then I guess the other weapons, you can slaughter a human. So they don't show that, though. They don't show, like, you can kill a human. And just have, like, some girl walking out of a... No, forget it.
As flagship crossbows go, it's actually one of the best bargains out there right now. Would it be a good fit for a zombie movie? Oh, hell yeah. Is it an abomination to bow season? Absolutely.
Oh,
but
okay.
no more...
Abomination to bow season. So there you go. Okay. All right, so we're on the same page.
So than any of the other over-the-top crossbows on the market. FX Panther...
Did they just show that fucking thing get tagged? Dude, did they just show it? Did they just show that guy murder that pig? The fuck? What the hell did I just watch there? Would I ever go spear hunting? If I had no choice and I needed food, yes, I would. But willingly hunting, I could never do. I wish I could. That's one thing I gotta get over. Like, I could probably kill a person quicker than I could kill an animal. Because, you know, unless the animal's trying to kill me, then the animal's done. But if the animal's just doing his own thing. Oh, God, I'm so fucking... I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm at the point of no return.
Panthera Hunter Compact. Next up, we have the FX Panthera Hunter Compact, a compact pellet shooter that can be configured in multiple ways to be tailored to your style of shooting. You'll appreciate that this air rifle pairs with the same patented technology.
These are pretty cool, these things, huh?
That made the longer models so successful, with a platform that caters to pellet shooting. While the original FX Panthera models were designed to provide maximum performance with
Do people take these to the range? I guess so, right? Can you take these to the gun range? It looks just like everything else.
slugs. This model was
where people laugh at you.
Designed to provide the same advantages while shooting pellets.
I hate people more than animals. I do too, yeah. They do nothing really wrong to you. They're just doing their own thing.
Everything on the FX Panthera Hunter Compact is designed for ultimate accuracy, and ergonomics are an important aspect of this.
That's so cool. Look at
Besides the adjustable stock and cheek piece, the PCP rifle also features a standard AR grip. The 300cc carbon air cylinder was placed on the front of the rifle to provide comfortable weight distribution. The adjustable match trigger is known to be very refined, and its blade is adjustable in both angle and height. Of course, a 20 MOA Picatinny rail has been added.
Look at this.
This slightly forward slanted rail really enhances
who's using this? What do they use this for? What's the point of this?
Adjustment range of your rifle scope when shooting over long distances. This
I guess you could hunt with this, right?
Rifle includes a shorter barrel for easier maneuverability while hunting, and still delivers powerful shots and
so people are hunting with pellet guns?
Multiple tuning options. It uses an FX Superior STX barrel to provide the incredible accuracy for which the FX lineup has garnered so many fans across the globe. Shooters will be able to customize their Hunter Compact with accessories, such as a dynamic double...
Is there something less to a person that hunts with an air rifle over a regular gun? Or, like, is it looked down upon by the hunters? I mean, it looks like a gun. It just has, like, those tanks on it. Double air compact.
Double air adapter kit, so you can add a 300cc carbon fiber bottle to the rear for added
squirrel and rabbit
and shot count.
Man, we went to a weird place with that one. Choosing the best gun for concealed carry. Should we watch that one? Best compact 9mm handguns. Let's check them out. Let's check them out. Yeah.
All right, everyone, this is going to be our best compact pistols list. Now, we want to point out that this is a list that Wyatt and I
look up Black Rambo
came up with. You may not agree with it, or you may have some ones that you love in here.
Yeah, as always, we try to keep the list a little bit short. Could probably fit a ton of great handguns in there, but if there's something we missed, just let us know at the end of the video in the comments below.
Yeah, philosophy of use.
Philosophy of use.
A lot of these gun guys look like they were abused as kids. Like they got bullied in school and shit. A lot of these guys, it's weird. You just see it. It's like, let's just screw these big ass beards, shoot some guns to overcompensate for me getting shoved into a locker room when I was in high school. Wait, what is this? You can't slingshot a conspiracy of corvids. Feed them niblets. What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, we're going to start off with the SIG P365X Macro Comp. Now, Johnny and I attended the release of this and got to spend a lot of time shooting this gun and really appreciated it. The P365 is an absolutely...
So what is that on the top? That helps you see better? That yellow thing on the top?
Solid pistol. Pretty well proven reliability at this point. Good accuracy. I love the ergonomics because I feel like it fits a wide range of hand sizes. And when they added the comp on there, it just made it that much more controllable, and especially when you want to run it fast. Wyatt, what are your thoughts on this one?
So I actually was not really big when I first saw him. I was like, I don't know about the integrated comp, but then I shot this one.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that gun shoots really flat. I reviewed the slow-mo footage. It was absolutely amazing how fast this gun cycled and how flat it was.
Right.
And for me, the big thing is this gun, it's only an inch wide, but it holds 17 rounds, and it's not that...
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. 17. What?
Big of a gun. The capacity is just, there's nothing that matches this capacity.
It's to filter rainbow-colored lights. Is that true? Is that a joke? Or
at this size, period.
Yeah, it's a tough act to follow. All right, next up is the Walther PDP Compact. This is the 4-inch version with the compact size grip, so you got 15+1 capacity. And I can't say enough good about the Walther PDP. It's a gun that I've had a few years of experience with now, and I love just about everything about it. The trigger, the ergonomics are outstanding.
It's so funny when you watch these movies and they're shooting guns and their hand doesn't even move. They're just keeping that gun out there, and they're pew, 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 pew. They're never kicking back when they're freaking... Why do they do that? None of the guns ever kick back.
If I got to knock it, the one thing that I got to mention is because of my hands and my high grip, I often don't get locked back on that last round.
He likes it.
But, you know.
He's boring me. Any videos you want to watch before we get out of here? Anything you guys suggest? Oh. I already have too many guns. Sleeper. Dun 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 dun. Who's live? That is Gordon Ryan. Oh, Angel's live. What the fuck? How, Angel?
Right. And I'm not taking this picture down until he does.
What?
I love this picture, by the way.
That's Angel. You want to go say hello to Angel? Man, she goes deep into the evening. She don't fuck around. Vinny Chicken Cutlets is in her chat right now.
Oh, got lucky. So.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Then
I convinced you to get a gun. My girl's blood is in on your. Wait, are you getting a gun, kind of? That's awesome, dude. I don't know. It's fucking cool, man. It's pretty cool. So, what are you gonna get, Kainoto? What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get your hands on? Good shit. California gun owner. Let's go. She and I are talking about it right now. Oh shit, let's go. I think you guys should have some passionate sex. And then in the middle of that sex, when you climax, you say, "Are you sure we should get a gun?" As you're nutting all over. And she's like, "Yes. Yes." Are you sure? Yes. Yes, Kainoto, we should get a gun. That's when you know it's time to get a gun. For protection. I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. I never would have thought of that until having kids. I do, honestly, it's for protection for me. But I have other situations going on. So, you know. In New York, I don't know. I don't think I'd be getting a gun for protection, to be honest. I feel pretty safe. Then again, people's houses got broken into all the time. Jay Michael, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. I'm fucking high as a kite. We spoke a lot of guns. Now we got Angel Gotti on. Got myself a piece that I own, not borrowed this time. It's mine. It's official. I have a third child. I didn't name her yet, but no, she's here. Our Italian mafia Buddhists, perhaps. What the fuck?
Conversation that was terrible. I have to.
Oh, this guy.
I don't understand. I don't remember what we were talking about.
It was a dirty conversation.
The sit down. Who's that?
Well, I'm a 35-year-old man.
I know, but you have to understand.
Oh, I think it's the guy from the Barstool Sports. Yeah, Jeff. He's he got kicked out of Barstool Sports. This dude.
Let's see. Lay?
Am I assuming my gun's gender? Yeah, it's a female. I stuck my finger in her. I can confirm she's a female. We possess guns on the DL here in Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Yeah, I guess you have. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's true. So you just got to keep them behind. If you keep them inside your home, isn't it still legal though, right? If you still have them in your home, it's just if you take them out is the issue, right? Is that the situation, Jay? Hopefully, Gotti and Floyd fight again. Fingers crossed. I mean, that was such a beautiful. It was such a great fight.
What do you think of Joe Biden pardoning his son?
I knew you would do it because it's.
Oh yeah, I said that before we went live. Joe Biden. Let's go. His son slide. It's shocking. Yeah, I think a lot of fathers probably would have done that.
Political cover for it now.
everybody is really bugging out that Joe Biden said he wouldn't pardon his son, and now he's saying he is going to pardon his son.
Well, that's because the left was running around saying, Trump's going to pardon January 6th, but Biden won't pardon his own son. Biden's a man of principles. And I said, bullshit, he's going to pardon his son. There's no way he's not going to pardon his son.
How could you expect him not to pardon?
I was on last time I was on Angel's show. We were bullying the guy Jeff. I always get stoned and go on Angel's shows. Last time I don't know if I was, but it was before the Gotti fight. I remember, and this guy Jeff was in the chat, and there was like some sort of beef with her and Jeff. So we were like really ragging on this guy, and I guess they squashed the beef because he's on their show. After he said he wouldn't, his whole administration is a lot. Yeah, right? He did go back on it. Oh, God. How did I know she was a bloody lib? But who's the lib? Wait, who's the lib? Who are you talking about?
Unfortunately, yeah, that's what it does do. But I guess it's been such a long history and tradition. Yeah, because, like I said, it goes. Our law comes from English common law, and that's where the pardon carried over from. I said it was once a year the king would offer pardons. But
And
you're right. You're
That
absolutely
said, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, it is his son, and regardless of whether you like Joe Biden or not, Donald Trump will do the same thing to his own son, and George Bush would do the same thing to his son, and
I would to my son.
yeah. Right. I mean,
That's right.
It's your kid, and I think Trump, in a show of good faith, I think he may have even pardoned him. I
think Trump actually would have pardoned him. Actually,
So do I.
I really think
Marla
Trump
doesn't
was gonna.
feel that Hunter Biden deserves a pardon.
Well,
I
most
don't
people
either.
that get a pardon don't necessarily deserve a pardon.
He definitely doesn't deserve it.
Yeah,
That's 100% right.
Hunter does not deserve it, but a lot of people that get pardons every year don't deserve them. Yeah, yet they still get them.
Yeah, but can I just say something?
Yes.
The prison system in this country is ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
I think it's
we have the
ridiculous.
we
Probably for
are the
different reason
number
than you
one
do.
country in the world who has that many prisoners, that many people
I
in
think
prison.
what's ridiculous is why do we give life sentences if we're going to let people out on compassionate release?
Hey, Vinny Chicken Cutlets, why don't you go fuck yourself, scumbag?
Oh, you know what? Don't pay attention. I
That's
don't know if it's Fish or it's that other guy.
Vinny
You know what? I hate when people say shit like
Would
that.
you be such a guy with
these
a
people
successful
just-
father?
some of
You're
these people
a
don't
bum?
Because his father worked hard. Are you jealous?
Well, but again, if
my
you
my
actually,
father worked hard too. So what?
Right,
And
but
he
you
gave me a better life than he had.
And they do
my,
is drunk.
Exactly.
My kid's a better life than I have.
right, and if you actually know me, you would know my parents own companies, and I declined to work for them and went and did my own thing. So if you knew anything about me, you would know that's completely untrue.
Even
I'm
if
not
you
going
go
to be
work for him though. There's
Yeah, I'm
nothing wrong
not
with
going
that
to
either.
be. I'm not going to be upset or guilty because I had a very great father. And if
Yeah.
that's something you want to use against me, scumbag, go ahead.
I wouldn't even get. You can't even get mad about that. anyone that knocks you for your father being successful is really just jealous, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I listen, as you know, and I'm sure Angel.
I don't know
everybody knows.
why you let that get to you, Nathan.
Yeah,
Because I don't. It's not that I let it get to me. I don't like when people bring my family up. What I do on here has nothing to do with my family. Just like, and look, we've all been guilty of it here, but I would ask that you don't bring it up, please. That's what I'm gonna ask.
What is he talking about?
Who's that?
That guy.
Oh, yeah. No,
Just
it's like-
block
it's
him.
Fish.
Somebody block him.
It's
Please
Fish.
you
He's
know
just
what?
being a-
It's
That's Fish.
jerk off tonight. Yeah,
That's
it's
Fish.
To just
Yeah,
be
it's
so
definitely Fish.
insensitive that somebody lost their father, that's just.
Well, you know, Angel, this is why, and I know I'm sure you agree. This is why I don't talk about my personal life on here anymore. I'm done with it. I'm tired of this shit. I mean, you try to be, up front, talk about your life a little bit, and all these scumbags doing here is usually.
Well,
against-
can I ask you, how do you think I
Unfortunately,
feel
they
when
do.
when you talked about mine?
I tried my
Oh.
best to not talk about your personal life, your
Yeah, I mean,
your
everyone's
kids.
been guilty of it at some point.
No, I mean you don't talk about my kids. There's no reason to. I mean, I have good kids.
But what I'm trying to say is, and like, I don't know what you do day to day. I don't know what Parasite does day to day. I don't know what Marla does day to day. This guy's talking about can't get mad at privilege. You don't know who the fuck I am. You don't know anything about me, Vinny Chin College. Who do you think you are?
Why would you get mad at a troll?
It just bothers me that these people
Angel.
are so arrogant and think that they can.
It shouldn't. You shouldn't let it.
Hop in that chat.
I mean, being that I know it's Fish, he's just doing it to get a rise out.
Go get him in the chat.
Exactly.
Well, he is.
And you know what? He's getting that rise out of you. He's succeeding. He's laughing.
Yeah.
I'm never
gonna back down to fucking losers like that. I'm not gonna sit here and just.
Dude, this is so fucking entertaining. This guy's getting so. It sounds like James Lynch.
You jealous?
Yeah.
Leave it at that. So you getting mad, or what? Are you jealous of that?
Listen, I made some mistakes on here. We all have. You know, I've tried to be nice and
I've made more than all of you put together.
You know, unfortunately, there's people in this chat that have an issue with me. Why that is, they'll never tell you. Zio Lessa, none of these people will tell you.
Oh, come on, Zio.
Roscoe jumped off the chat when he heard I was coming on. Now he's all of a sudden talking tough in the chat.
This guy
That's not true. Roscoe wasn't jumping off. I mean,
I'll be honest. I was a little mad when you went on with Silo, and it was like, oh,
Well,
I didn't know
Silo,
he was so
listen,
evil like that.
I get there are people that don't like each other on here.
Yeah.
I get you don't like him or he don't like you. Listen, the guy Mark, for instance, you know, I don't think you should talk about Angel's kids. Clearly not. I never have, never would.
It's like so much drama.
I get there are people that don't like each other. I try to be nice to the people that are nice to me. You know, like you, for instance.
I happened to catch you when you were on there, and they were telling you how evil all these evil things I did, and I was like, why don't you tell them what these evil things?
So it's like I don't know, it's like a bunch of yentas. I get it, Angel. You know, she's a female, right? She can talk about it, but there's a bunch of dudes. Like talking about all these emotions and how they're butthurt by what someone says in a chat. It's like fucking crazy, man. And these lunatics will go on for hours. Angel's smart, man. She keeps these guys around. They keep the content going. She can just sit back, have a cheese sandwich or some shit, microwave some leftovers, and let these lunatics just cry. It's very entertaining. I could watch this for hours. Just wackos getting triggered. So much drama. It's like a soap opera. I never say never Batman. Bro thinks he's Batman the way he's talking. That's crazy. Well, what a night, guys. We had some night tonight. We spoke about the weapon being purchased, and it's official. I'm a real man. We've come to that conclusion. We have a lot of men in the chat and women. I don't think we have any women in the chat, but anyway, I thank you guys for stopping by. All savages that came in. The Gummy Gang came on the Gummy Gang Live. I'm going to try to put something together tomorrow, but Tuesday, Big Mo, we keep on scheduling problems, but Big Mo is going to come on Tuesday. So we'll have a nice video for you, interviewing of the ring announcer for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I cannot wait to ask him, do you think that fucking was rigged? Okay, ask him about that. I want to get Marcus McGee on the show. I would like to get him on the show. I found out that him and his family like kind of connected, like with the whole Phoenix scene over here. It's just kind of cool. So I'd like to get him on. Yeah, UFC 310 Saturday. What else? Goat Milk's got 2 more cards left. And have a good night. See you later.
We
MMA-HOLES, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. Toe holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm printing ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode. Watch